Hello. Check this out. Ha ha ha. It is fixed.
Good
Evening.
Hey,
evening.
I have some white noise issues tonight.
Oh, good. Yeah, don't you try to orange me, alright? I can delete that command. I fixed it.
Nice.
Let's see here.
What do you have white noise tonight?
It's a cable or a microphone. I can't tell which.
Oh, got it.
Because I replaced the cable, but it's still doing the noise. So we'll try some things. Hold on.
It's not too bad. It's kind of.
Yeah, it goes in and out. So hopefully it'll just hold like that for a while. It's.
Hey, shit happens, man.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Brave. I respect that.
Ah!
Gay chat.
Bog fucking champ.
Cross. Holy shit. Thank you very much for the year resub. Hey, shit. Here. That's a lot of time. Yay!
Yeah, it is.
What? Don't make it sound like it's a chore. God.
Oh,
Some the point of this.
I am sub here because I'm happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I no longer believe you.
What? Did Brown say something?
I think so.
I think I heard something that sounded like a Brown.
Hello.
No, maybe not. Is the ghost of Brown's past?
Brown is dead.
Rip.
Good news is your character could talk to him, I guess.
Test, 1, 2,
There
3.
you go.
What's up, bro?
I said I'm just sitting over here sipping my tea.
Oh, are you sick? Don't be sick. Being sick is a bad thing.
I'm almost signed in all the stuff I need to sign into. So
Nah, I'm drinking some Earl Grey to help wake me up.
Oh. Wait. Who are you?
is it hot?
Of course.
Okay. Did you make it in the replicator?
I wish.
Yeah, me too.
With cream and 2 sugars.
That's a thing to read.
Let me try one more thing on this microphone. Hold on.
How's that a weird thing to say?
Did you make it in a replica? Oh, because I.
Picard! Come
Yeah.
on, man!
I get that, but I didn't really catch why he would randomly that. Shut up.
Earl Grey. Hot. I'm excited for the new Picard series.
Is there a new Picard series?
Yep, it was announced.
Nice.
By the way, Kat, that humble tabletop bundle,
I saw it.
1000% worth it.
Looking at it,
If just for Ticket to Ride and every map for it.
Alright. I'm trying very hard to get a rig some stuff real quick.
Oh, okay. Now it's worse. FYI.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright. I think that's about the best I can get it.
Oh, actually, it's
Not
really good now.
Really good. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully it stays that way. That's why I said I was trying to jerry rig some stuff here. Alright. Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Really the exact last thing we did with you.
I don't know.
I know we had went through. One second. I know we went through. You had got some information from the local ghosts.
Last thing I did was I dealt with the Harbinger of Skulls. Showed up.
Yeah, Mila.
Yes.
Yes, the quote-unquote harbinger of skulls that you.
Right.
Yes. She never actually said that, right?
Right. And I never really assumed. As in, wow, that's sort of what it matches up with.
Yeah, she did. She was like very, very corpse-like.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like you see an ugly vampire, it's a Nosferatu. If you see a squishy corpse, it's a committee. We have, these special vampire things.
Yeah, she goes off and like y'all had talked about, and she was going to go set up in a different cemetery
Right.
altogether. So the after that night, y'all are gonna pretty much get around to the next evening, which I believe marks 8 days until.
Okay. We have it on here because I actually have backup.
I have it as June 23rd.
Okay. So I haven't counted 11 days. All right, that's fine. Call it June 23rd. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we had like 4 days of downtime at one point in time, and then yeah, I mean that's what I have it as.
Okay.
It's whatever. There was a little bit of weirdness during the the time where we crossed between story arcs.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, I had a new count.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got 8 days till the purge.
Right.
The night that Wheelock is desperately waiting for.
Fuck yeah.
So when y'all wake up, Cat, the prince is actually waiting for you to wake up.
Like outside of my haven?
Yeah, like actually when you just kind of open your eyes, he's just kind of waiting above you. Kind of looking down.
Last thing I knew, there were some laws about invasion of haven.
There is, but unfortunately this has something to do with the safety of the city, so up you go, and I may need your help.
What do I need?
I'm looking into an issue with. There's recently been a bit of killing going on downtown, not the ones you've been already looking into, but another set of higher end mortals, the ones that deal with money. And I need to know who exactly is doing it.
Well,
how well gone can one be for you to talk with them?
like I said before, really they just need to not be passed on.
Listen,
is in wherever they believe they're supposed to go. Underworld, heaven, hell, purgatory.
Well, the recently deceased have been buried in the city cemetery downtown, and I've had Mila go ahead and dig them up as one of her first acts of loyalty in the city.
Oh,
And
so you're the ones that bringing in all these that keep running into me.
oh, no, she decided to come here on her own volition. However, I did tell her that it was okay.
Well, I'm not saying who can come and go, as it were, but there's
She's
a
an
whole
old-
lot of people that seem to know where I'd be located when I'm trying to keep as low profile as possible.
She may have found you due to other reasons, don't you think?
Yes. Alright, anyway, if they were killed, I'm sure it was pretty violent and looking for here, but
Unhumane?
they were unprepared for it, so
Oh, sure, yes.
yeah.
Me too.
So the spirit's probably still sticking around.
Well, actually, they may have been prepared for it as they were all kneeling down, shot in the back of the head.
Oh, well, that's not really what I meant by prepared, but yeah. I guess you said the Mila was already pulling them bodies up.
She should be done by now. She is a strong young lady.
Wouldn't she be able to do?
Her specialties are in other things, and she's awfully busy setting up her laboratory or whatever.
Alright. Which cemetery were you talking about?
It's the one downtown, city cemetery. I'll be happy to give you a ride.
That would probably be for the best.
Right up the. We use the bridge access. My car is up top.
Can I actually get up there?
There's an access ladder.
Oh,
I mean,
is
you
there?
have to-
Oh, okay. I wasn't
yeah.
sure if there was.
Well, your character scouted it out enough to know kind of a way to get up to it by
Right.
climbing.
Okay.
Kind of illegally, but
Got it.
whatever.
Sure. I'll be there. Just a couple. Now, is he like floating or is he actually in? I'm sorry, I didn't really get. Is he like was he standing there waiting for me to wake up, or was he doing the round thing of floating astrally?
No, he's like just standing there physically,
Okay.
waiting for you to get up. He was in your haven.
Right. Yeah.
Victor was like also around, but that's how you probably imagine he got in. I mean, Victor is his like personal guard. So
Is the sheriff? Yeah. I know. God damn it. Brown. I'm already yelling at Brown. Cross. God damn it. Okay. So I guess I'll get up and gather a bag and things, anything that I would spirit, and follow him up to the car.
yeah, he takes you over to city cemetery. Mila has already. Well, the cemetery has been closed for groundskeeping and renovations and whatnot.
Nice.
And which I mean, it's all official. It's like
Right.
city. Yes, yeah, it's like a city thing. But she's already cleaned out one of the old mausoleums, and you see several in various states of decay corpses digging out underneath it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
yeah,
Like-
she's excavating.
So she's using the corpses to dig, or she's? I'm sorry, I was sort of lost.
No, the corpses are digging. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So.
Yeah, she's got them at work.
Got it.
Yeah, she's more of the bend the undead to do what I want
Right.
to do.
Right. I remember us having. That's right. We had this conversation. He forces them to do it, and I more.
Where if you had if you had the version of like spirit humanity, she has none. You have a lot.
Oh,
Yeah, that sort of thing, essentially.
got it.
Yeah, she doesn't view the undead as anything other than just
A tool to use.
yeah, exactly.
Got it. So, you definitely got right to work.
That is her way. She is very efficient.
All right.
She is very handy as well.
I will take your word on that. Whereabouts are the bodies? A thing too.
Mila just kind of raises a very thin skeletal finger and points over to another mausoleum that the iron gates have been like moved to the side. Not like taken off the hinges or anything, just kind of moved to the side where you can get inside of it. She's just kind of lounging on on one of like the tombs, and she's reading some sort of old book. That's it. I mean, she doesn't even like look like she's exerting any energy or mental force or anything to control the undead over there digging.
Well, I mean, I can sort of do that also,
Yeah,
so
I know.
it doesn't take a whole lot once you command them to do it.
Mhm.
Doing.
Yep. Point is, she seems very serene.
Right.
She's like but yeah, she just points over there, and yep. Inside the mausoleum, there's 3 bodies, all with their faces missing.
Fantastic.
Some of them have their lower jaw still intact.
Yeah.
But most of them have their faces blown out because of a large caliber round going through it
Oh, wait.
on the back of the head. So yeah, it's fairly nasty. They're all also, you see, you have medicine, so it's
Right.
You see, there's post-mortem bruising around the wrists and ankles where they have been tied up,
Okay.
like kind of hog-tied,
Mhm.
wrist to ankle, and then obviously shot in the back of the head, execution style, and left there. So
I'm gonna turn to Prince. And do we have their names?
yes, he gives you a piece of paper and like just points them out.
Okay. All right, and
You have potence?
do I have potence? No.
Oh, okay.
Fortitude, obfuscate, Thanatos.
I saw Wheelock's. I thought I saw Wheelock's thing. I was like, wow.
Yeah. No. So I'll grab one of the bodies and drag it out of the mausoleum. Form summon soul.
Okay. Yep. Go and roll. See if it works. Summon the spirits of the
4
dead.
successes. All right. I only need 1.
All right. So yeah, you do your little ritual, and screaming from some place and beyond, the spirit of the damned soul comes to you and
Floats above the body.
kind of waits there for you. Kind of looks.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh. I'm sure this is all weird and new to you. Sure you're confused.
How? Yes, I am. I was not. I did not know I would be here.
Well, I just have a few questions for you, and hopefully with them questions, figure out what's going on and get you some closure. Sound good?
Yes.
So, first off, I want to make sure you know this, but you're dead. That can be a little confusing sometimes. Do you know what happened?
I put the pieces together when I looked back at my body and saw that I had no face left.
Well, some spirits sort of project that.
The man that shot me lifted his gun and smiled and walked away.
Did you happen to see his face?
Only after the fact. And it was slightly black and whitish, hazy, but yes, I did.
Did you know the man?
I had seen him at parties every now and again.
Really? More of just glancing, or did you happen to like inquire about him? You'd seen him a bit and get a name?
I didn't know his name, but he was always at the more bougie parties.
Okay. And so you were, from what I understand, doing work in the financial area, yeah?
Yeah, I run an investment firm downtown for
Okay.
localized investors.
And do you have any idea why somebody would want to have you killed?
No, didn't have any enemies at this level. Only, some normal rivalries.
Alright. For nothing that was hiring of a sounds like an assassin, if I had to say.
Not unless one of my clients was wrapped into something bigger than I knew about.
Well, I had like this whole train of thought and I just like so was it just you, or were there others there happen to depart the mortal realm, as it were?
We were at a party downtown, and I went out for a cigarette, and next thing I knew, I woke up with a hood over my head and tied up, and he
well,
said something about this is what you get for messing with the damned. And then I remember looking back and seeing him raise the gun up.
do you remember where the party was located? Or is this a little hard to remember?
It's yeah, you see him starting to kind of not like get like hazy or anything, but just kind of like yeah, he's getting harder and harder to kind of concentrate.
Right.
But yeah, he's actually a pretty solid spirit, really. Well, pretty good for him.
Right.
But no, he's says that it was downtown at one of the high rises.
Was it for a company or something? Was it for your company or something else?
It was just one of those rub elbows deals, charity event for the Humane Society.
You don't say. And do you happen to remember how long ago this was? Were we talking a week? Talking more?
I don't know.
Okay.
Time has been odd since
Yes.
passing.
Yes, the time beyond the shroud is definitely odd. Well, I know this is taxing, so I shall.
I know that the man that killed me was male. He looked like the fawns.
It looked like the fawns, eh? I apologize, but
Not exactly, but he had like greased back hair, rolled up shirt sleeves. He a very good looking guy. Wore a leather jacket, slacks, suspenders, that sort of thing.
black and a leather jacket. Huh. Well, I believe you have provided quite a bit of information. It's been very helpful. I will.
Yeah, he doesn't look incredibly happy about
Right.
any of this. So
No, I understand.
yeah,
Well-
he kind of goes off on his own thing at that point. Back to where he's trying to go back to where he was.
Okay, I will release him.
Mhm.
Um,
So his ghost kind of goes off, and you're left there with the other two bodies.
no, I'm trying to. I don't know how this works. I think I'm the only one that can see and talk to them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if she comes over, she can see across the shroud. She can also talk to them.
Right, but I
doesn't
was,
matter.
but I'm gonna have to relay this information.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the prince can't.
Yeah.
Unless he's got shroud sight, which you don't know about or something. Then
Right.
it'd be rough for him.
All right,
Is
so I'm
he-
gonna turn back to the prince. So it seems like he was kidnapped while attending a party for a charity event for the Humane Society at one of the high rises downtown.
The prince says, "Hold on a second," and he gets out a little black book and starts writing all this stuff down.
The
Okay.
guy that kidnapped him or executed him, he seems to have seen him a couple of times attending these expensive parties. He described him as the Fawn. I saw. I don't know who that is, but
I'm not familiar either.
slick back, black hair, rolled up shirt sleeves, leather jacket. Apparently, I don't know. It's a thing. And the message.
Mila, do you know what the Fonz is? She shrugs at you, too. Okay, I'll have to look into this.
So, and he also said that the guy gave him a message of "This is what you get for messing with the damned." There's no way he could be talking about us, could he?
I mean, nothing's impossible, I'd imagine. I am new to the city as well. And I've
Well-
heard stories of how odd the things can go on in the city can be.
Yeah, this so far this is less than desirable than what I did planned on
Were
when
the
I
other-
first got
Were
here.
the, were the other two passed on then?
I haven't. This was only the first one. He
Oh,
seemed to
okay.
be rather chatty, so I figured I'd relay that information to you first.
Yes.
I can give it a go, but I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be the same sort of deal.
Do you still have Shroud Sight active when you're talking to him?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you? Yeah, you just verbally talk. I just want to know.
okay.
So you're sitting there talking to him, and as you're saying these things, you see that one spirit that you released, kind of wandering off in the graveyard in one direction,
Okay.
and he gets kind of close to one of the tombstones, and you see it glow blue real quick, and then you see him get sucked into it like a Ghostbusters thing, like, and he disappears. And you see a little flash of blue light, and then the tombstone looks like inert again.
10 and a 9. I heard of it.
She's got something that's binding random spirits. It looks like.
I'm gonna turn over to her. You couldn't let the poor guy go.
Oh, I guess I can later. He's trapped for now, though. I'll get to it.
I mean, he was helpful. I'd appreciate it if you let him get on his way.
Was he one of yours? My apologies.
No. It's just I like to let. If they're helpful, I like to not caused a minimal undo. I mean, this is your graveyard.
Yeah, she walks over there, and you see her just hold her hand out, and the blue light comes from the tombstone, and you see her pull one little strand out from it, and she kind of flings it into the air, and the spirit comes out, and he looks very disoriented and kind of angry.
Right. I would
And
assume so.
you see her look at it, and she just kind of points at it in a very stern manner, and a little blue zap of light comes out of her. You only see this through the shroud, though.
Right.
None of this is happening in the real world.
Mhm.
But she, the blue zap of light comes out from her finger, and you see it actually get hurt.
Oh.
Like the little wraith thing actually get hurt.
Okay.
And it recourses and kind of runs off.
Okay.
She sighs and walks back over and sits down and opens her book again.
I do appreciate the effort.
Yes, tell them to stay on the pathways if they don't want that to happen.
Well, I didn't know that before, so I will definitely let them know that now. Just to let you know, Cross, I use Witness of Death, not Shroud Sight. Skills. I think they do pretty much the same thing.
They do, yeah.
But
you see the shroud, that's fine.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I will pull out another body and attempt summon soul again.
Sure.
Oh, that's bad. Well, I didn't
Wow.
botch because I got a success, but I failed.
Well, yeah, okay.
I'm like, ah!
Obviously doesn't show up.
Right.
But you didn't summon a bad spirit, so that's
yeah.
good. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. Mila is right here. I mean,
That's true.
I don't know. She who knows how powerful she is. She doesn't actually seem that powerful yet. She has some nice ritualistic tricks, it seems.
Okay, and I'll just shake my head. That one's too far gone. No, that wasn't for Witness of Death. We locked up. Summon Soul I have to perform specifically for each body, because I have to have the body and a name to grab the soul. Third one. There we go. 5 successes.
Okay. Yeah, he pops up. This spirit looks very much like its dead counterpart. No face.
Oh.
Very. It's odd when they show up like this.
Yes.
Usually they don't have much of a form, but he looks like a ghost, like straight up.
Oh, just like the stereotypical. He looks exactly like how he died, except he's translucent. Got it.
Like, he's like dripping blood, translucent, slightly like less saturated colors, that sort of thing. But
Hate when they do.
but yeah, he kind of burbles at you.
Right.
Then you see him. You see him like start writing something on the ground, maybe ish ground, quote unquote.
Okay.
In his own blood. And he writes the word Gina on the ground. Gina.
Gina. Interesting. Ah. I'm gonna. You know, you don't have to keep that form. you can reform your face so you can talk.
You see the smaller like kind of things in the mausoleum start to kind of like shake a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
And You actually see like some of the little creases where the little coffins in the racks on the edge of the or on the walls of the mausoleum.
Mhm.
You see like a couple little drips of blood coming out of those.
Poltergeist. Um. Okay. I know you're angry. I'm assuming Gina has something to do with how you died. That's why I summoned you to try to get information. You're trying to figure out what happened, and make sure that the people that killed you guys are brought to
You feel
justice.
you feel a tap on your shoulder. Are you having any problems, my dear?
I assume it's Mila.
Yeah.
Uh, no, I'm fine. He's just upset, aren't you? At the spirit.
Your interaction is so interesting with these things.
Well, I mean, like I said, we got two ways to go about this. I,
Yes, we do.
I feel that setting him at ease makes for easier working with. I can see the whip being useful in occasion. Um, I mean, you're free to give it a try. He doesn't, as you can see, he doesn't really have a face to talk with. So,
Okay. She she goes over to a little box and opens up a component box essentially,
mhm.
um, and gets some ritual components out. She starts doing her little ritual, and she holds out a little tiny piece of it looks like a chicken bone that's wrapped in some brass wire or something, and she it's not like your kind of it's not voodooism at all. She's
Right.
definitely using necromancy for sure, like
So,
necromancy.
yeah.
And
I remember that ritual. I just don't remember what it does.
yeah, she does a little ritual, throws the little thing on the ground, and you see the spirit be bound to it.
Oh,
Um, and she then commands it to form its face, and it does.
oh,
And she commands it to speak to you,
well,
and it turns to you and says, "What do you need to know?"
well then, certainly handy. Um, so this Gina that you wrote about, does she have to do something with your death?
She brought him to the party.
Oh, okay. Now this is the guy that looks like the Fawns, right?
Yes,
Okay. Um, do you have a last name for this Gina? Is?
that's what everyone called her.
Hmm. Did you know the man? Besides just seeing him.
No,
Can you describe Gina?
she was very sh- sharp dressed uh, businesswoman. Like she had she was shorter and Hispanic.
Was she a rival of your company? Because I do know you were working in finance.
No, I do not know who she is or who he was.
The other people knew her and just called her Gina.
There was other people at the party. Yes,
Um, so this was downtown for a charity event for the Humane Society. Do you remember what building this was in?
this was not for the Humane Society.
Oh, whereabouts were you?
I was at a benefit for cancer, BCRF, the Cancer Research Benefit. was a lot of well-to-do people there to meet potential business clients in the future.
Right. Do you remember where, which building? Whereabouts?
We were in the Modus building
This
downtown.
interesting. I'm curious.
There's a restaurant and a library at the top floor that we were having a catered dinner at. And I went to leave to the parking lot, and he was waiting at the parking garage.
And then you woke up with the bag over your head.
Yes. Tied up. He said something before I died that I don't remember exactly what it was.
Something along the lines of, this is what you get for messing with somebody?
I don't remember.
That's okay. Not big of a deal. Okay. Now, do you know of any reason that anybody would have to send a hitman after you?
No?
None at all. Because, I mean, you are dead, so they had some reason.
I don't know of any.
Okay.
I didn't have any major enemies that would want me dead.
Well, I do appreciate your information. A reforming of the face to do said talking. I can convince my compatriot here to unbind you back on your. Look over
She
at her.
says, okay, oh, you're finished? Okay, good.
Yep.
And you see his body just get sucked into the little chicken bone, or the spirit gets sucked into the little chicken bone. She says, unfortunately he's kind of used up at this point.
Used up.
And she walks off, picking her teeth with the chicken bone.
I'm gonna turn back to the prince. Alright, well, there's some new information here. You now have a name, a lady named Gina. She's Hispanic, short, businesswoman. She's the one that brought this Fonzie character parties. This one happened at a cancer research benefit in the Modus building. I think that's one of them big ones downtown, right?
Yeah, it's one of the larger ones, yes.
Apparently, this was in a restaurant library that they were having a catered dinner at.
Do you have any friends of yours that are more acquainted with the other ones in the city? I mean, I guess I could speak with Eddie, but do you mind making a call at the same time?
I mean, perhaps.
He throws you a cell phone.
I mean, the only person I can think of is Dr. Mays, all affluent stuff.
Feel free to give him a call.
Dial Brown's phone number.
What up?
Like,
Dr. May's here.
Good evening, Dr. Mays. So, I will just cut straight to the chase. We sort of need some information regarding some benefits sort of thing, benefit events, charities that went on recently. Put the hand over the phone. Look at the prince. How long ago did these guys die?
Oh, they were in the last few weeks. One of them were in the last week. The other one in the last couple weeks.
Within the last couple weeks, apparently, guys were involved with some sort of finance. They got offed after leaving some of these events.
you actually like heard a rumor about that in the hospital, Brown, about just some executions going on. You just heard about it because you hang out the nighttime, where the
Yeah.
coroners are all hanging out, stuff like that.
You're the only person that I know would be involved in all sort of fancy dancy tossing about money for research sort of bit.
I've heard rumors, but nothing concrete, really.
Yeah. That was the main rumor that you heard was a lot of people are being hesitant to invest right now because of, especially in some of the more charitable things that are going on in the hospital because of these investment firms being hit so hard in Jacksonville with these executions.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll tell you that.
Okay. Well, I mean, the one we have the most information on, cancer research benefit that happened in a building downtown. Is there any way you can look into that? Have any connection to trying to find out about past benefits or anything? There's this lady named Gina that we're trying to find.
Do I?
Roll. I mean, well,
I mean,
all he's giving you is a name. So I mean, until he gives you a little bit more than that, I mean, knowing just a name is going to be hard. But
You could always ask me to expound upon that.
can you expound upon that?
Christ, proud. I mean, I have a general description. He's Hispanic, short, properly dressed, seems to be a businesswoman. I mean, that's pretty much anybody attending these sort of things.
if you can't think of it at OOC, then you can roll intelligence, Brown, and I'll let you know if your character remembers it or not. The doctor.
I might remember.
Okay, there's a 10.
Yeah, someone who fits that description very well is Gina Muniz. She was the one who got elevated to Seneschal for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember her now.
Yeah, she was next in line to be Prince when Flavius came in. But yeah, she definitely fits that description. Always dresses very sharply, businesslike. She's rather short, about 5 foot even, 4'11", something like that, and Hispanic. And her name is Gina. Oh, you don't recognize anything about some ghoul that looks like the Fonz or anything like that. But
Yeah. We had this one kindred that fits the description. She was Seneschal for a little bit, I believe, in between the time that Riley and the previous prince were there.
Wait, oh.
so she was Raleigh Seneschal, yeah.
Yeah, she was Riley Seneschal.
Okay, hold on just a second. Cover this up on here. So...
Gina Muniz?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Eddie said.
Okay.
Eddie also said though that she's not the kind that would be doing this kind of crap, but I think we ought to maybe go. Well, maybe not you, but
Yeah.
we ought to go ask her some questions. I say we, as in the city.
Okay. So, real quick, this is starting to turn into something because something else that I've been investigating has somebody that's going around killing all the homeless people and looking exactly like one of us.
Is that bad? Is that a bad thing? Oh, they're looking like us. Okay, go ahead.
Looking like one of the vampires in the city, but she also isn't somebody that would do that. So I don't. It's starting to turn into something like somebody's impersonating us.
Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. It just sounds like Nos being Nos to me.
I'm currently talking to the prince.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I actually agree with what your friend says. It does sound like Nos being Nos.
Okay. So are they trying to sabotage the city then?
I don't know what
mean,
they're doing. I mean, honestly,
is the
they-
prince there with you?
yeah, you hear him talking in the background. He's listening into your conversation with Oscar.
You heard about the shit going down in the sewers, right?
No, I haven't.
I'm just gonna hand the cell phone to the prince.
He sets it on the ground on speaker.
Hey, so
I mean, I've heard that there's yes, some activity going on in the sewers. Yes, I don't know
am
exactly
90% sure the Nos are at least partially behind that drug that's going around.
Really.
Because yeah, there's fecal matter all over the packaging and the pills. And we know that they're being packaged in the city, so they wouldn't have to be transported up the butt. So the only logical outcome from that was that they're being packaged in or around, trace amounts of fecal matter in the air, which would be in the sewers. And where do the Nos live? In the sewers. And all this other trouble. I think they're just trying to start shit.
Well, one of the previous princes were Nos, and some of the oldest, or from what I've been told, some of the oldest and most powerful vampires still in the city are also Nos. I definitely think they need to be put in their place where they used to be. In any case, so we need to get to the bottom of.
If we're talking about putting things in their place where they used to be,
He's quietly waiting on you to finish.
well, I mean,
No, I don't believe I do.
I'm gonna quietly take a couple steps backwards.
it's a salubri thing. Don't worry about it.
So, yes, well,
For chat, by the way, salubri used to be a high clan.
Oh.
yeah, that's why he didn't really go on anymore. He's just like, and you want to say something? You're speaking to a Ventru here.
No, I know.
You see Cat, you see the prince turn and look at the kind of air next to him, and he says, Brunhilde, would you mind bringing me Gina Muniz, please?
I'm going to. And I'm nothing in. So the one thing I can't really see is the astral plane.
No, it's actually you see her turn from a mist into a bat and fly off.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't really notice her there before because it was just kind of like intermingling with all the like haziness around you anyway.
Right, it's a cemetery in the night.
Yeah. Yes.
That's just
She was just a gassy cloud.
Wait, is that a gangrel thing?
Yeah, it's rank 5 protein.
Oh, okay.
It's a mist form.
Okay.
Yeah. She was just hanging out as a mist, and then she just turned into a bat, which is rank 4 or 3.
Right.
And rank 4. And she which is the one where you can go into a bat, wolf, or
all the generic vampire forms.
right. Yeah. So she jumps into a bat from mist and flies off Yeah, the mist form doesn't move very fast, but you can't really be harmed by anything but fire or sunlight. So
Got it. Got it.
that's
The
all
blood
good.
form is 6 or 7.
Good form.
Blood form is from Zamisi.
PC.
Yeah.
Dude.
She flies off, and the prince turns back to you. So tell me more about this this other thing you're dealing with, this drug and the homeless. Are they somewhat related somehow?
I assume we've hung up with Brown at this point.
No, he's speaking to both of you.
Okay. Well, I mean, the homeless sorta were involved with it, cause not really. It seems to be two separate things. Drug is the one that's letting people see, you know, through stuff.
Yes, we've started a campaign against that, as you know.
Right. Yeah. From you coming in talking about delusions or whatever. But no, there's somebody going around and draining homeless people and then picking up their corpses and are using them to sell to like meatsy and stuff. Apparently there's a whole market for them. A point over at me. He was the one that let me know about that market bit.
She would know about that sort of thing. he,
Um,
he cuts his eyes at her very sternly, and she says, she looks up, and I have nothing to do with it anymore. She keeps flipping pages.
But we did finally get a description of the lady that the supposed lady that was doing it, and she apparently matches head of the crematorium here. One of them catives, I think.
Miss Gladys Page, you speak of.
Yeah, apparently she looks like
Quite the charmer she was.
so. Like I
Those are
said,
always the ones you have to deal. Those are always the ones you have to worry about.
that's why I try to stay few and far away from most people. It's easier dealing with the dead.
And you followed up on this?
Well, I didn't. Can't exactly go running around the city at the moment.
Did anyone follow up on this?
I did ask.
I believe Wheelock.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his.
Leo.
That's right.
Yeah.
God damn it! I did contact Leo and asked him to go and take a look, but
Mr. Doctor, do you have the Leo's phone number available?
Yeah, it's.
No. Please dial that and have him join the call.
I'll 3-way call Leo.
I enjoy it. I enjoy how we can do this these days.
nobody ever has any. Can't even finish my sentence because somebody else is trying to talk over me.
No, he gestured back toward. I'm sorry, he did gesture back toward you. To
No,
continue. He was just he wanted to get the ball rolling on Leo getting on the phone.
Right. No, I was in character because because he's interrupted me a couple times because my speech is drawn out and long.
And the prince does that anyway. He speaks when he wants to.
So as I was saying, Leo did go there, but apparently it didn't pan out very well. Well, from what I understand, he didn't go at it very tactfully. Really didn't get.
So what did you find out, Mr. Leo? Anything?
Well, I found out that she doesn't seem to be lying about not being her, the one to murder the hobos and stuff. But she also seems like a really, really, really good liar. So that's what I found out.
That's what I said as well. She was a charmer, and as I told them, that's the ones you always have to deal with or worry about.
Yeah, pretty much. And I also found out that I suck at investigating stuff.
Well, we all have our strong suits and our not so strong suits. I'm much the same.
Definitely.
Well, shortly we shall have a few more answers. Do you mind waiting for a minute or two, gentlemen?
Sure.
And he kind of looks down and he says, 3, 2, and you feel a puff of air pass by you, Cat, and Brunhilde kind of just steps out of what seems to be nothing or high celerity, one of the two.
Right.
And she's she just kind of drops a steak Gina Munez at the feet of the prince, and
Oh.
he says, "You didn't ask her if she could come or any other way. I just I sent you because yes, I know you could do this at the last resort, but when we go to a new city, I like to make a good impression on people, and this is not exactly the best way to do so. Please leave my presence for now. I don't want her frenzying when I pull this thing out of her."
I'm going to take a few steps back myself from the Gina Torres. Just
It'll be okay. He grabs hold of her arm, and you see it. You see him like get an iron grip on her arm, and he's the prince, so you imagine he's got some sort of temporal power.
right.
And he pops the really nicely made wooden stake out and kind of throws it at you, blunt side.
I make sure to catch it.
But yeah, it's like a little toss,
Uh-huh.
like whatever. It's a very, very nice. You've seen these before. It's rowan wood.
Oh.
It's really pretty. It's all it's inlaid with all kinds of like weird Viking runes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Looked real old too.
I would
Yeah, he just kind of tosses that to you. It's one weird thing you see on the very bottom of it. The very very bottom tip of it has what looks to be like a diamond on it.
like the tip of the stake.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know why that would ever be there, but yeah, it looks like there's like a diamond, and straight through the middle of the stake itself, there's a solid metal pole like going through the stake with the back end of it where you could probably strike it with a hammer. But yeah,
This is a multifunctional stake, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, this is all happening while you just kind of like, or he just tosses it to you and just kind of
Right.
notice all the stuff real quick as you grab it. It's a very, very nice stake.
Well, I said that.
Yeah, he kind of just smiles slightly at that comment while he said, "All right, Gina, are you going to be okay? Are you going to be calm?" She's like, "Yes. Why did you have that happen?" I apologize. I didn't know she was going to do that. I told her to go get you for me. She had an accelerated timeline, apparently. Gina, you owe me for this. Well, if we had harpies, yeah, I would, but fine. I'll arrange a party for your ghouls or something. Speaking of your ghouls, do you have one that looks like quote unquote the fawns? She says, "No, I have exactly one ghoul, and she looks nothing like the fawns. However, my child, on the other hand, does have a ghoul that would look like something like the fawns."
Does he
What
wear
the hell is the falls
suspenders
again?
with slacks all the time too?
I believe he wears slacks or the jean pants. Yes. But as far as his goings on, you may want to inquire about that with Cassie, my child. I really don't have much to do with him, I really don't have much to do with her or her ghoul Jacob. You're all on this call, by the way, in case y'all
Right.
confusion.
No,
or
yeah, I
whatever.
know.
Just out of curiosity, does she look like you?
Cassie, no. She looks a lot like, well, other than being petite, I guess, is the only way that we have any kind of familiar looking like. She's a young Caucasian woman, about, she looks to be about 21 years old or so. She has short, dirty blonde hair. She's not that hard to find. She works at the Jack's Humane Society office downtown. She's one of the directors.
Are you?
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to do Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Oh, okay. But she's not exactly hard to find, Cassie. I mean, I can give you her phone number. She's usually okay to meet somewhere for dinner if you'd like.
I rolled 3 successes, and for 3 successes it says he looks the way he wants to appear.
Yep.
And I'm gonna look like Gina.
Okay.
Can she do this?
Cassie?
Yes.
No, and I would appreciate if you never did what you're doing now ever again. And if I ever catch you doing that about me again, there will be consequences no matter what he says. And she kind of eyeballs the prince.
I'm gonna shrug.
But as far as I know, no, Cassie has no ability, as we are of the Bruja clan. And being of my child and my lacking of the knowledge of this little trickery of form, I seriously doubt she has traded it in her very short life. Traded for it in her very short life.
I'm switching back with luck.
So the prince says, well, I think I am going to pick a side of this to handle and delegate the rest as I usually do. I'm going to look into this drug a bit more in the sewers. Can you 3 handle this Cassie issue? See if you can find out anything. You are
Sure.
3 capable vampires, correct?
Yes.
It shouldn't be too hard. Gina, give the phone number of Cassie to them. All right. And she writes it down and hands it to you. All right. Great. So I'll be looking in on y'all soon. Thanks. Have a nice night.
Have a nice night.
Have a nice one.
Brunhilde kind of looks back at Gina. She says, "Do you need me to carry you back?" And you see Gina, like the fangs come out a little bit. She kind of hisses at Brunhilde a little bit, and Brunhilde says, "Bitch, you know you wouldn't." Smiles back at her and kicks dirt at her and walks off. Let's see here a second. Okay. Gina doesn't fancy or anything. Yeah. She makes herself control. She puts her fangs back and fucking kill that bitch. So, as far as Cassie's concerned, what's going on? Do I need to know is my child in danger?
Is she talking to Prince or?
No, she's talking to y'all. Like, Prince is fucked off.
Oh, he fucked off.
I mean, you're welcome to come with if you want to.
Oh,
Right. Well, what exactly is going on?
I don't fucking know.
no.
All I know is I was stigged, brought here, and asked a bunch of questions about some ghoul that looks like the fawns of my child.
the fact that she's the one.
So what's up, Mr. Toussaint? What happened here?
I'm trying to decide if I want to tell her what's going on, considering something else. No, I'm So, there is somebody going around looking like you, and your child's school, and are murdering financial advisors, apparently.
Really?
No, not really.
No, she's
I know.
she says really, and then she says but she doesn't say it like she disbelieves you, actually.
Oh,
She says it like she's kind of ticked off.
um, do you know
Not
something that could...
not towards you though.
Right, obviously. Something that would help?
I don't actually know for sure anything. However, that that Jacob of hers has always rubbed me as one that doesn't have too much respect for the man inside, if you know what I mean. The beast is very strong with him.
I thought you said he was a ghoul.
He is. Humans have a connection to mortals have a connection to the beast too. Stronger in some of them than others. She's basically she's talking in a philosophical way about just some people have an angry streak in them.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
she seems very much like a philanthropist, sort of like philosophical kind of person.
Oh, okay. Well, who would he be running around with that can look like you? That's the only reason.
I've been around him at several parties. I've even given him a ride to a few out of a gesture of kindness to my own child. She's asked me a few times. He only has a motorcycle, and showing up to these events with motorcycle hair, etc., does not look well upon my child or me.
So, were you at a cancer research benefit a week or two ago?
I was.
What?
At the Modus building?
At the Modus building, yeah.
Yes, I was.
Oh.
That was one of the nights I brought him to the to a party. Yes.
I'm gonna point to the one corpse that told me about the. So this poor gentleman right here was apparently kidnapped that night and killed by Jacob.
Oh, you're gonna take her into the mausoleum?
Oh, remember I pulled them out of the mausoleum to do this.
Oh, did you?
Yes, so they're out on the lawn in front of the mausoleum.
Well, let's just say Gina hasn't noticed that yet because she got staked up and everything.
Right.
She when you point to them, she turns around and like vomits blood. She gets queasy and turns around and like vomits blood at the sight of the dead bodies with their face blows up. They're in various,
right.
Some of them are slightly decayed, some of them are a couple weeks old decayed, and none of them have faces. They're missing parts of their skull. It's a pretty grisly sight. So vampires don't get queasy, but she immediately just turns around and, as out of reaction from that's just what she would have did as a human, she turns around and vomits a little bit of blood up, and she like pulls out a handkerchief. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Sorry. I forget that not everybody's used to this as I am. So, I'm just not gonna point back at him. One of these poor chaps was murdered that night.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's what we're trying to figure out going on. Because this is terrible.
If it was Jacob, then do whatever you have to do to him. Oh, that is horrible.
Well, I mean, this is a cemetery. I'm gonna hold up my hands. There is dead people here.
She She looks down and she says, "They're poor families," and she actually looks like she's lamenting a bit.
Like humanity ate or something.
She seems very close to the man, for sure.
Well, I mean, we don't know for certain that's him. Everything's pointing to it. But then again,
He's always been a bad apple. He's one of those what do you call them? Alt left things. I don't know. It's one of the young ones, you know, the ones that have been around for the last 30 years or so.
Anarchists?
I have
Liberal?
absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Millennial, I think they called.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, that.
Sure.
So you guys want me to go knock him the fuck out already, or?
Hey, chicken. I mean, getting some questioning out of him is probably not the worst idea.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm gonna.
Hold on a second. Can you all? Gina actually says, "Can the three of you meet me somewhere?" I think I can get him to come with me somewhere if you can all three meet me there. I don't want to be there alone with him if he's one of these kind of brutish types.
Sure. I
Sure.
can be there.
I know at least I've heard at least one of your friends here, Mr. Leo, has a strong arm.
I don't really do well with traveling city.
Why
at
use
the
an arm
moment.
when a touch can do?
I don't have to touch them.
So, whereabouts were you planning on meeting?
Well, that's completely up to you. I can bring him almost anywhere. I can get Cassie to loan him for me for a night. She owes me one from the old days.
Well, you two have any place sort of around the outskirts of the
Nah.
city?
I'm gonna give them the address to the bunker.
Okay.
Where is that?
It's
The middle
literally
of fucking forest.
middle of nowhere in the forest. Yeah.
Yup.
You mean the place where all the werewolves are?
No.
No. It's in the middle of the city, but it's also in the middle of the forest.
In the middle
the city.
of the fuck.
It's off the map to the right, but yeah, it's there's a giant area of like pine forest in Jacksonville that this is in the middle of. That's undeveloped. It's just undeveloped land. That's all it is. Jacksonville's so huge. The land mass is so huge. There's a ton of undeveloped land. I mean, just hundreds of square miles.
Well, I guess that's about as best as anything.
But
What sort of timetable?
Gina says I can probably get him tonight if you want.
Do you have the
Are we
venture
talking
gifts, by the
an
way?
hour, 2, like 5? I mean,
It's up to y'all.
Do any of you guys have the venture gift?
and true.
Yeah, the thing where you ask them to do stuff and they do stuff.
I got a thing where if I touch them, they hurt so much they do stuff.
That sounds good. Sounds about right. Let's do this. I can punch. I can always punch them to speak as well.
Oh, trust me, you won't need to punish them.
That sounds great. Let's get the show on the road.
I forgot that Salubri get the ultimate torture discipline.
Well, the combat ones do.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is like the ultimate one too.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
Hey, Cross, before I lose humanity for this, can I make my roll?
God damn it! I was drinking coffee.
Before I lose
Yeah.
humanity for this, can I roll?
Yes.
Oh,
You
Jesus
can.
Christ.
I was in a spit dig there. That's terrible.
God damn it!
Way to suck at being sucky.
Yep.
Man, that's so close. So close. All right. I mean, if he is a bad guy, you probably won't lose humanity for it.
So, okay. Let's say in an hour. Did that work?
She says,
Sure.
she says, hold on a second. And she see her get on her cell phone and she calls up. She dials some numbers and you see her call up somebody. And she says, Cassie, hey darling, yeah. No, I'm gonna need to. Can I use Jacob tonight? Yeah, no, I have some extra. I need a little bit extra security tonight. My guys just won't cut it tonight. Plus, I'm gonna be doing some of the some of our stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, they can't really see it. Oh, thanks, darling. Yeah, no, I'll come pick him up soon. You downtown? Yeah. You doing all right? Uh-huh. All right, sweetie. Bye. She hangs up the phone. All right, yeah, I'll go get him. Be over there in about an hour.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Do you need I guess Kat's gonna need a ride somehow. Who's driving?
Kinda wanted to eat before doing this.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Okay.
there's been other things going on in the night, so you could have hunted earlier.
Okay.
Yeah,
So perception and survival.
oh yeah. Let me roll. Come on, punch. No.
Oh.
Hey, I fail.
Oh.
Just didn't find anybody. Then go out. Every time you went to go hunt somebody, like a cop passed by or something like that. Like, damn it.
Hey, can I get someone from the herd?
Yeah, you can always use your herd.
I'm take 2 from a dude from the herd.
All right. So,
I luckily have an infant.
are you So Brown, are you actually going out there too?
Yeah, I'm out there.
You have to use your discipline, right?
Yeah.
I could always
You're
just wither one of his arms.
Jesus.
I can just flick him with 4 potents.
Fucking Thanatos is for yo.
Yeah, y'all are the ultimate. Well, why haven't y'all just made a torture squad?
That would be awesome.
Because the humanity.
I don't care about it. I have 4 humanity. Fuck humanity.
All right, so you all make your way out there. Someone's giving someone's giving the voodooist a ride, I imagine. Either Wheelock or the doctor.
Ride with me.
Or it's gonna take me a hell of a lot longer to get out there.
Yeah, I just go grab you after I eat the motherfucker. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you get out to the bunker. She shows up. He comes down and he like just kind of sits over in a corner, like she's having a meet. She's like, yeah, I brought him here. I told him we were having a meeting. Go ahead, do whatever you got to do. He's not expecting anything. He's actually just sitting down with his back turned to y'all at like a little like old rusty card table, like playing solitaire with a piece of shitty like old pair of deck.
I just
I'm
thought about
flick him on the forearm.
Okay. All right.
With 4 potents.
Yeah.
Do I roll?
No, you can.
Why are you
just
trying to
apply 4
hurt
damage.
him already? We haven't even talked to him yet.
I don't give a fuck. I just wanna hurt the motherfucker.
Why?
It's been a while since I punched someone.
It's been a while since I hurt somebody, so I've been craving it.
Yes.
Yeah, he stands up. Oh, what the fuck? And he turns around and you see him go for his gun because.
I'm gonna flick him on the gun hand.
Okay. Roll to hit. Gina's like, whoa.
Hey, I fuck it up.
Your rolls. See, this is why you don't randomly go around hurting people. Good God.
So you,
Yeah, but it's
so
funny.
you
though.
miss, and he's like, "Stop, Gina. We cool? We cool?" Gina says, "I don't know." She looks at you.
Theo, what are
I
we
shrug
doing here?
and turn around, walk back to them.
What the fuck?
Apologize for my compatriot. I can really call him that right now.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
I honestly don't know what's wrong with him. But now you remember that I have ear presence and he will pick up on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's reacting accordingly.
I'm gonna walk forward a little bit. We just have some questions. If you answer them, then we'll all be on our way. Sound good?
You still got the gun like pointed at y'all.
You really think that's gonna do anything?
I bet, baby.
Gina says, "Answer their questions. They won't hurt you. Put the gun away. You know that ain't gonna do much. And if you don't answer right, they're gonna have you dead before you even pull the trigger." And Gina,
Oh yeah,
and,
definitely.
Can I touch him?
Oh, will you guys calm down? Fucking Jesus!
I'm gonna
there's
like
nothing physically stopping you from no.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send like really good vibes to him in his head.
Okay.
Like we're
Right.
friends. We're all friends here. No one's gonna hurt you. He's a human, right?
Yeah,
No one's
he's a
gonna
ghoul.
hurt you. Don't do that.
He's a ghoul, but yeah.
No one's gonna hurt you, friend.
He calls out a bit and puts the gun away. He says, "All right, what y'all want to know?"
Well, first I'd like to know your name. I'm Alex Mates, and I reach my hand out to shake his hand.
He says, "My name's Jacob Tucker."
Does he shake my hand?
Yeah.
He's going down.
Oh God.
I'm just lowering his dice pools by like 3.
Can we just
I'm
talk to
not
the guy first?
If you don't cause the pain, they won't. They'll just feel a little
Maybe
sick.
we could talk to the guy after. Did you? And I turned to Seb.
Remember, Brown is the one with humanity 10, and I'm acting the more in here.
You doesn't give a fuck about this guy.
You're humanity 4. You're acting
Yeah.
exactly how I expect you to.
Yup.
It's
exactly.
9.
Oh, well, right. I forgot it's 9 now.
Anyway, what were you gonna say while he's doing that, Cat?
No, I'm not doing any damage to him.
Okay,
I'm literally just lowering his willingness to talk.
You do realize if you lower his dice pool enough, he's gonna be a gibbering pile of crap, right?
Yeah, I can control it.
So what y'all want to know?
Were you at a party a couple weeks ago at the Modus building?
Yeah, me and Gina were hanging out.
Okay.
She
What were you
says,
there for?
She says, "I wasn't there with you." She says, "I was there for Cassie. She had me doing some shit." If you know
And
anything
what
else, you go ask
shit
Cassie.
would that be?
That's between me and Cassie.
I wanna flick him on the forehead.
Don't.
See, now that's not cooperative, and not being cooperative is usually not in your best interest.
Yeah, I succeed with 2.
You know what?
I flicked him on the forehead.
Okay. So
So you're trying to kill him.
No, just a little flick. Like the nose region.
Okay, so he falls over unconscious because you have 4 potents.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna turn to Leo and go,
everybody and I go, oh fuck.
Starts
Really?
bleeding out of his nose.
alright, you two outside.
Gina freaks
Matt,
out.
you don't know I've done anything.
You weren't supposed to kill him. And she starts like freaking out.
I didn't kill him.
He's bleeding out of his nose and his mouth.
No, I know you didn't do anything, Brown. And,
I tried to
It's
grab
just-
his nose and put it back on place.
I will go over to him and check him.
What? Shouldn't a doctor do that?
I mean,
Yeah, probably.
they both have medicine.
Yes, but yours is fine.
Yeah,
You go do it.
diagnosis.
I don't care.
Your intelligence in medicine. Yeah, sure.
I can't even talk to the guy without you two fucking trying to kill him. So
Perception in medicine, guys.
I didn't try to kill him. I was just flicking him.
If you want
Just
to
a
know what's
little
wrong
bit
with him.
too much potency.
What's going on with him? I'm using my power. Doesn't cost any blood, so.
Oh, he's definitely got a really bad concussion.
I do believe I can still heal him with the ring too.
He's taken 4, damage to a human out of 7 to his head. That's a lot of blunt force trauma.
Baby. Bite my wrist and give him a fucking blood point.
You want to do that to someone else's ghoul?
yeah,
Oh, that's right. That's not
not
a
a good
very
idea.
good idea. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna spend a blood
smashing.
heal. Oh wait, no, I can only block his pain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't get the healing bit anymore.
Yeah, he's totally knocked out. Like I said, he's bleeding from his nose and mouth a little bit.
Leo, what did
I'm
you
not
do?
very good at this investigation stuff.
You already knew that.
I know, but I tried.
How
Fuck.
about you don't try anymore?
Okay, I'll be back there,
I gotta
the
wait.
corner.
Cross.
Yeah.
He's knocked out because of essentially wound penalties, right?
He has a concussion.
No,
Cross.
he's
Cat, hold on.
he's literally like mauled.
He
He's
is
not knocked out due to wound penalties. He's a human and he's mauled.
he-
He's actually down 5 health levels total.
He got absolutely fucked. That's what happens.
He took 2 from the first little punch and then 3 from the second one. And humans can't heal bashing like that.
No, they can't. Well, at least if we actually kill him, I can still talk to him, thankfully.
Alright,
That's what I'm
Fucking
saying.
Christ!
hey, Leo. I'm gonna dig into his head.
There's not much to dig into right now. It's kind of
No,
white noise.
Even unconscious, I can still read his thoughts, and not his thoughts, but like I can like deep and whatnot.
He's
I'm gonna turn to Wheeler or Leo. Can you maybe like go keep watch?
Gina's
possibly?
also still freaking out.
He's mumbling to himself back at the darkest corner of the bunker.
I had 5 successes on telepathy.
She's like, we need to get him to a hospital. He's gonna die. He's literally bleeding out of his face.
Well, I mean, he is a doctor. He would know how to deal with it, right, doctor?
Yes.
He does
he's
need some
gonna
medical
live.
attention.
He has a concussion.
I mean, it shouldn't kill him as a goal, but he definitely needs some.
So,
His body's burning through his vitae right now.
so we should definitely go to the hospital now to save
Yeah.
him, right?
I mean, he's gonna come out of it as a ghoul, but he's gonna burn some blood to do it. I mean, as a ghoul, they're gonna get knocked out. His body's gonna burn the blood to heal, but it's gonna take them a minute.
Right.
So yeah,
So-
Fine, Leo says, and waves a hand towards the other dudes.
So he comes up out of it for out of a minute, but he's definitely woozy as shit right now.
Leo walks forward, looks him in the eye. That's what happens when you don't answer our questions. And walks back to the dark corner.
He sets up a bit. Is anybody else gonna poke or prod him before Cat talks?
Well, I mean, I had 5 successes on my telepathy.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're going through some stuff. Go ahead, Cat. You're going through his memories. I mean, it's just gonna take time.
Now then,
I mean, at least you can see his head while he's talking.
no more issues, yeah? Look at the And Jacob.
I already said, what do you want to know?
And I asked a question and you didn't answer it. Unfortunately, we were a little overzealous. I'm gonna look over my shoulder. What were you doing at the event?
I was doing Cassie's work. I had to meet some people there for her.
Slammed the table in front of him. And is
Yeah,
that work? Meaning murdering people?
I was only there doing what Cassie wanted me to do, and that's it.
Leo holds the flicking finger towards him. Very menacing.
He grimaces away.
Just fucking tell
something,
it.
Something you all know very, very clearly, that none of your ghouls would flip on you here.
Right.
So he grimaces away and he says, I was just there doing what Cassie wanted me to do.
What did she want you to do?
So have I figured out what Cassie wanted him to do yet?
Yeah. While you're looking at his head, you see him go in and knock this guy over the back of the head and tie him up, put him in a car, drive away, go to a bottom of a parking garage, get him out, say some shit to him, and then pop him in the back of the head. Take a picture of it, get back in the car, drive off, etc. No, he's very clearly thinking about all this stuff, but he's also, you can see that there's a big loyalty buffer going on right now where he doesn't
I know.
want to say anything more.
As I'm gonna give Leo just like that glance, and then I'm gonna be like, "You're hurt pretty bad. Let me take a look at your injury really quick. As you can see, I am a doctor."
Ma, flick him on the eye.
You don't know this shit, Lelock.
I know,
Calm
but you
down
gave
with
me
the
the look.
attacking him.
Please.
No, I gave you the look like back the fuck off.
Oh, okay.
Roll
Please.
empathy.
Don't
Sure.
just stop hitting him. Christ.
Let me roll empathy real quick. Empathy
If he was there, he would just put his arm out to tell you that. Like over voice chat, it's a little harder to say. So.
So yeah, let me take a look at your injury really quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of at your mercy at this point. He already knows that, but he's definitely, like you say, he's not flipping on his Dominator.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cause him pain, but I'm gonna do enough to make him pass out.
Like the anesthetic thing or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him pass out.
Yeah, it's not too hard. He passes out.
Yeah, so Cassie told him to go there, find this guy, hit him on the back of the head, take him down to a parking garage, and blow his brains out. So we have our guy. Wasn't that much easier than just hitting him until he doesn't tell us anything because he's a ghoul?
Well, I obviously had no reason to be here like I thought.
I don't know. Just asking him could have worked.
Or let the guy who can read people's thoughts, dig in.
Gina says, "Why would Cassie do this?"
I don't know.
That's our next thing we need to find out.
He is your child, yeah? I think that's something that you need to deal with. Yeah?
No, she's been released for a long time. This is not my responsibility at all. But it also, I don't know what kind of group she's been falling into, but I know she's been talking to a lot of the other. No, she despises the Nosferatu.
Oh, the OOC. We had info that the Nos and the Bruja were working together, right?
No, there was nothing ever saying that. I mean, there's nothing even saying that really the Nos are doing anything bad.
True.
Concrete,
I thought you said the Nos were actually trapped down there, not actually
No, they didn't say they were trapped. They just
No, I was
no one said they were trapped. They just said that there was activity going on in the sewer, like alligators and stuff like that. Was the only thing that.
Oh, that's right. And for some reason I connected.
Someone
the
actually
neighbor
found
traps.
real, actual alligators in the sewer.
Right.
I mean, not really that weird for Florida, but the concentrations they were in, there was definitely some animalism going on.
Right.
I'm thinking
And all the other Nos have went to the ground. Like no one's actually seen Nos like out and about. They've
Except
all
for
been
Leslie
underground, except for that one DJ guy,
right.
Billy Wildcard.
And
So
Leslie and
what reason?
Yep.
What reason did you give Cassie for needing her ghoul tonight?
Well, I just told her I needed some extra help carrying some things that mortals couldn't see. It's pretty standard.
So could he have, fell down and had an accident?
I would prefer Cassie not know about any of this until we get to the bottom of this.
Well, I was thinking if
I for one want to have a stable city to live in, and if she's involved with some less than savory types, then well, she gets what she deserves. She is, like I said, a released child, and I'm not one for coddling. And I believe, even though I was only seneschal for a short amount of time, I do believe in the strength of the city and the stability of the city. Friends being Cambria or not.
I've seen Cassie before, right?
Yeah, you've seen her at Elysium's and stuff.
I want to see what she's doing right now.
Okay. Kat, you're getting some. You get a few more of these, like the death pings through the night while you're here.
Oh. God damn.
Oh, by see, I meant I wanted to just, literally see where she was right then.
Yeah, I know. If you want to get in on her, she's downtown at an office of some sort, doing paperwork. That's what it looks like.
I'm gonna spend a willpower and delve into her thoughts.
Kat, you get one of those like ripples that something's trying to mess with you from the other side.
Okay. I am going to step out of her and witness death.
All right. The ghost itself that you see is fairly well formed, again, and looks familiar. Looks one of those ones you've been talking to, but it looks like one of the first ones you actually had enlisted into this.
Oh, one of the ones that was dealing with. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he looks fairly solidified in the other side now.
Okay.
Where he's kind of figuring out what he can do and like how to hold a form and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
And he says there's one of you have died.
One of us.
One of you have died.
Give me seconds. I'm gonna poke my head back in. I'll be back. And then show me.
Okay. He flies off toward downtown.
Yep. Well,
you're very far away from there by a walk.
Shit.
You need a ride?
Hold on. Hold on. Well, wait. I thought it was closer than this. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So, a vampire just died in the city.
Leo raises an eyebrow, and how do you know that?
I'm gonna. The dead told me, obviously.
All right, you wanna check it out?
I could use a ride. Yeah.
Yeah, I start walking out towards the car and take him whatever.
Okay. Back back you there with you, Brown and Gina. Uh, y'all two go off, I guess.
Four successes.
So you're just trying to look at, or you're trying to get into her thoughts? She's just going over financial reform, essentially, right now. There's not really much going on in her deep thoughts as far as like murder or anything subversive right now.
I'm specifically looking to see if I can find like a memory of her actually telling him to do that.
There's definitely been many conversations where she's told him to do a lot of like sabotage, essentially, but you're not finding anything that has to do with murder. But there's definitely been a lot of times where she said, hey, I need you to go like sabotage this guy's car, or like, you know, cut his brake lines or whatever, or you know, things like that. Not that extreme, but you know, there's been damage to property. There's been even more extreme things where they've ended up hurt, but nothing as far as murder. But she has been targeting financially driven targets.
Okay.
And they all seem to be financially driven targets of investment companies that use, from her point of view, they're kind of investment companies that use like things that hurt the earth.
Are they the same investment companies that we use?
Yes.
Or not me, but like.
Yeah, most of them, and she's not. From her point of view, she has done research, and she's like, she'll pick out like one thing that, like, say like Wheelock's investment firm, for instance, like if they have anything to do with oil at all, she'll target that investment firm.
Oh, she's an eco-Nazi. Got it.
But most of the investments that say, for instance, like Wheelock's investment firm are in real estate. They just happen to diversify in some of these fields that aren't quote unquote eco-friendly, and to her that's just like you know, off limits. So she's been doing some tampering to the point where it's even gotten to the, you know, where the people have gotten hurt, but not actually. You don't think she has the propensity for murder.
But Jacob,
So, is Gina still here?
Yeah, Gina's still here.
I'm gonna relay all that to her. What I saw.
She said, we need to go talk to Cassie, it looks like. See what's going on. If we can figure that out.
I might want to bring Leo.
Your friend has left with the other guy.
Leo does have a phone.
Let's go ahead and take a little 5-minute there. I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
yeah, I need to get up.
Yeah. And then we'll come back and finish it up. But yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
Back. Be back in 5. Did you happen to recognize? Have you seen this one of us before, or did you not?
I did not know who it was.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the.
Um, there is like belongings, but yeah, like
Oh.
when I say like a small pile of ash,
Right,
it's-
that's just the body, his clothes and
Yeah.
stuff there.
So, I didn't
Um,
mean to like say that like his clothes and everything were missing because that would be kind of weird.
right, I do remember. I mean, I've never really thought about when a vampire turns to ash. It's just vampire and nothing else, because
Yeah,
everything.
and it's not like they burst into flames or anything like that. They
Right.
like in White Wolf they just crumble to ash. Like
Okay.
you instantly age, past the point of like bone and all that junk.
Right. Okay. So what do the sort through
Oh, okay.
clothing and stuff?
The clothing it looks like a pair of oversized pants, like an urban style pant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With like an oversized shirt and whatnot, and also there's a large roll of money in the one pocket.
Like, sort of like a drug dealer would have, sort of a roll of bills, a rubber band.
Yep. Large amount of money.
We talking like pulling out hundreds here, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like stacks of hundreds.
Christ.
But in a big roll. I mean, honestly, it's like too much for you to like really count like quickly.
Right. It's a
you're-
massive amount of money.
Have you ever watched Pulp Fiction?
I have
Okay,
once.
do you remember the heroin drug deal where John Travolta pulls out the giant wad of money from his pocket in the trailer when he's buying heroin?
No, but I can picture it.
Okay, it's a fist-sized ball of money.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
I'm going to slip that into my pocket.
so he's got that. He's got there is a gun. It's a 9mm. It's loaded. And then he's also got some various jewelry, including a gold grill,
Oh,
if you would like that, with vampire fangs, even.
because yeah, that's Christ.
I wanna
does he
put
have a
the-
wallet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Hold on, flip it.
yeah, the wallet has no ID in it, which you're not really surprised if it's a vampire that doesn't really keep up with that sort of thing.
Right.
No, not a huge surprise. But yeah, just it's got some old savings card, old Blockbuster card,
Have a name on there?
like that. Yeah, it's got a name on it. Says Mohammed Moro on it.
Moro?
Yep.
Okay. Were you gonna say something? Deal.
The only other thing that he has on him is a package of Vamped.
There's a package of ant, eh?
Yep.
Open
Like,
or sealed?
Fairly, it looks like it's a. When I say package, I mean it looks like it's a thing for distribution, like he's selling.
Oh, he's selling
Like
it.
a little bag.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's not little baggy at all. Actually, it's
Oh.
it's enough to actually distribute.
Oh,
So, is he like a runner that was supposed to be going somewhere to deliver this sort of deal, or is he selling it on the street?
You don't know.
Well, I
Like,
mean, sorry, that's what I was.
the amount of money he's got on him. I mean, it's probably selling it.
Yeah, that's true. So, I'm sorry. Is it Vant? VANT?
Like vamp,
Vamped.
like vampire, VAMPED.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like that. So
It's hard over voice
Yeah, that's
to
fine.
get those.
I should have just typed it.
Okay.
I wanna put on the power goggles and take a look around.
No, nothing. See a few like animals, like rats and birds and stuff, but nothing really out of the ordinary.
I wanna murder every single rat I see.
All right, they scurry off. You don't get to murder anything.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you go 5 minutes without trying to kill things?
They're after me. I can't keep them off me. They're after me. He says, like, really paranoid.
He does think Pentex is always hunting him.
That's true.
Yep.
Could you? I don't. Yeah, actually. Do you have one of them cell phone things? Is the best right now?
You actually have 2 of them, Cat.
I do.
Well, the prince threw you one that I don't, unless you gave it back somehow. He already
Oh,
left.
he took off. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I
he
have a
threw you
second
one? And well, the guy in front of you had one too.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
probably best to use the one that the prince threw at me. So I will call the prince.
Okay. All right. Zeddy, hey.
Oh, hey, Eddie. Is the prince about? I know he's been busy, but
Apparently, him and Brunhilde are checking in on some stuff on the west side. I don't know. He seems to be really busy all the time.
Right.
And,
right.
yeah. So, can I take a message, or do you need an immediate assistance?
This is sort
somehow?
of an immediate thing I need to talk to him about.
Can I send the sheriff, maybe?
Victor.
We have one of those now.
Yes,
apparently.
right. Well, I should know about that. Victor.
Well, no, you shouldn't, because the prince hasn't really called a court to tell anybody. So,
Right.
you know,
Okay.
Eddie seems a little mad.
Right. No. Sheriff, this is good news.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can contact Victor if you need anything.
Oh, yeah. I should do that. I thank you for letting me know, Eddie. I appreciate the information.
Yeah. Have a great night. I'll just be around Elysium, cleaning.
I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah, he hangs up.
Do I have? Victor even have a? Okay. Theo, can you drive me back to my place?
Where's that at?
You know what? That's probably
He's the only one that doesn't know. Weird.
Yeah, good point. That's actually. You know what? Thank you for that.
No, I'll make a point to drive you there.
No,
Don't worry.
no.
Just let me
No,
let me know where to go. I get in the car.
I appreciate you not knowing.
I grab Cat by the shoulders, put him in the car, get in the car, I start driving.
I will tell you to drive me to some corner of the coast on the river.
Okay, I'll drive you there.
I'll get out and thank you very much. I appreciate it. Apparently I have one of these things now, so woohoo.
Just send me your number. I'll keep you posted.
I'll make sure not to.
Wow.
I hate these
It
things.
flips you off a
No,
little bit.
I hate these things. I don't.
See ya. And Leo fucks off.
I will head back to my haven. Head down into the basement.
How you get into your haven?
I will walk down the coast to the boat that I've.
Okay. I'm just making sure you're not just gonna walk through the water like you usually do, or sometimes do, I guess. I mean,
No.
I don't know if you would think about that,
Yeah. La, 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 la.
But yeah, that's fine. You got to go over.
And go down into the basement and look around.
Yeah. May we help you?
Is Victor about, or is he out doing more stuff?
We haven't seen him tonight.
Do you have a way to get in contact with him?
Yes, we will use extremely ancient and amazing rituals.
Just give me his number.
Gather around as we press the numbers on the grand phone.
He's gonna throw his hands up and walk away. I'm being insulted by ghouls. This day is horrible.
He very dramatically goes, boop.
You hear a potent laugh from the other side of the river.
You could have just told me you had his number.
He hands you a phone.
Snatch it out of his hand.
It's already ringing. He kind of sniggers and walks off. It's Victor.
Hello, Victor. You saw.
Oh, hey.
Your ghouls are dicks, by the way.
Okay.
Anyway. There is a dead vamp that happened about half an hour ago.
Oh, man. The prince is not going to be happy to hear this.
Yeah. That's sort of one of the reasons that I contacted the sheriff and not him.
Do you know do you have any leads on what's going on, or?
No. Luckily, I got some spirits around town update me on death stuff and let me know.
Where are you at now?
Dealing with your ghouls, and it's gonna glare about.
Do you have what's left of him?
I do, actually.
Good. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay.
So, after a few minutes goes by, you hear a thump on the island above you,
Uh-huh.
and the little hatch opens up, and Victor climbs down the thing with his wings all furled up.
I see that you've learned to not get stuck in the mud anymore.
Indeed, I've learned to land on the concrete pad out there.
Yeah, yes.
So,
I'm
what are we dealing with?
I'm gonna pull out a jar and set it on the table. This is Mohammed Moro, according to his blockbuster card.
Do you have the site?
Right?
Auspex.
What? Oh, no, not at all.
Damn it. That would make this a lot easier if we knew someone with Auspex.
From what I think I know, the Dr. Mays there has some of that vision stuff. I know he's popped in as some sort of astral projection type thing before. Are heavens not sacred anymore? I swear, more people have come in unannounced to my home than I have ever had to deal with, ever.
I could have my ghouls be more militant if you would like this place be more well defended. And they said, yes, we are quite adept at destroying things.
Hell no. Tucson is having a very bad day today. I don't know. Whatever. I'll deal with it at a later point.
They all look at you very to the point. In fact, matter of factly, they're very serious about what they're saying.
Well,
I think it's a very genuine offer.
Oh, okay. Well then, that's really good to know. Where did you get these guys?
Vienna.
Oh, right. Old world. Okay. So what do we need the Auspex thing for?
He looks over at one of his ghouls. He says, "Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if you have the power of the sight, that you can touch an inanimate object and learn its immediate history."
Oh, are we okay. Are we trying to figure out how he died? Is that what's going on?
I would like to know. Yes, as the sheriff, I would like to know who killed him so that I can go round them up.
Oh, well, I may not have Auspex, but I do have I've always been able to figure out how people have been killed.
Well, I'm
So
waiting.
let me get on that.
Some of my guys here have ways of doing that as well, but it's not pretty,
Well, I need to pull a great book.
especially with vampires.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to. Where the hell book was that in?
Which one?
The Death Grip. Remember the merit that I have?
Death Grip.
Yeah, it's a supernatural merit from War of the Bloodline. The one that has a Semitic in it. It's one of their like merits that you can pick. What?
Wheelock. I don't think he's rotten like that.
No, it's just squishy, juicy.
Yeah, he doesn't. He might have left a slightly damp spot
Yeah.
in your car. It's even nastier. It probably smells really bad. Goodness.
Bad.
Well, it's rotting.
Right.
You know, had to go get that detailed out.
Hey! That's what you get for dealing with a Semitic.
Yep.
And now this is gonna load. Alright, maybe pause for me for a second.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Brown.
Go ahead.
So were you what was your plan there? Were you physically gonna go check on her, or are you gonna continue just spying on Cassie, or
I mean, it's up to Gina what she wants to do.
I mean Ginny is down for whatever. I mean she's actually kind of
Pissed off.
yeah, I mean she doesn't like instability in the city, honestly. She wants this place to be strong no matter who's running it. She has more of a tie to Jacksonville than the Prince or the Camarillo, honestly.
I mean, if she wants to go, let's go.
Yeah, she jumps in the car with you.
I know where she's at, so let's head there.
Yeah, she rides on down with you. You get there. She comes in and she says, Cassie's sitting there and she puts down her pen and she says, Gina, didn't expect you, but it's good to see you. Aren't you, you're the doctor, correct?
That I am.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you. How can I help you this evening at the Humane Society?
I'll
Gina
let your
says-
sire do the talking.
Gina says, child. And you see Cassie look at her very sternly when she says that. Yes, sire. If we're using proper terms, as we are, apparently. This must be serious. He says, yes, it is very serious. It's come to my attention that your ghoul, Jacob, has possibly been going around committing murder in your name. Cassie looks at her very sternly and looks at you very sternly. I assure you that I have not directed Jacob to do anything past annoy or be slightly mischievous with any of my directives. You've raised me very well, or you taught me very well that we were to be close to the man, sire. You see Gina turn. She says, "Well, child, I hope that is true, and you have passed that down to your ghoul. We have strong evidence saying otherwise, do we not, Doctor?"
Sorry, Cat's doing stupid crap. I missed that last part.
I'm what?
No, like actual cats.
Oh, got it. Like,
She says that we have evidence saying that the ghoul was the one doing the murdering. Strong evidence, but she kind of defers to you to present the evidence because she actually didn't know. She didn't see all that stuff. So,
If you're willing, I can show you.
Cassie says, You're coming in here accusing me of directing my ghoul of murder, and then you want me to, what, let you in my mind? Or something of that nature?
Oh, I
No,
wasn't asking you.
I'm,
I wasn't asking you. I was asking Gina.
oh, really? Wait, hold on a second. She says, really? Let's, make a perception and alertness roll, Brown.
Yep. She almost frenzied. I know.
No, you hear the hammer of a gun cocking below the desk. You want to roll initiative?
When I hear the hammer, I'm pumping stats.
That's fine.
Knows how to conversate anymore nowadays.
This one doesn't, for sure.
You're conversating with the wrong people, I think.
Remember how are supposed to be like cultured? Also,
Some of them are.
Not all of them.
Some of them aren't.
Yep. Pretty much.
She's a little both. What's your total?
What is it again?
It's Dex plus Wits plus a D10. She got a 11.
I got an 11 as well.
What's your dexterity?
6.
So you can go first. You hear the gun cock, so you have the first action. Let me know what you want to do.
Yeah, I gotta think for really quick.
I usually give about 10 seconds for this sort of thing.
No, I know. What do I have to do to touch her? Like,
Make a roll, a Dex plus Brawl roll.
all right.
She'll try to dodge. She got 3 successes. You
I
got
got
3, so she dodges. All right.
Can I spend a willpower?
Not after the fact.
have to call it beforehand.
Yeah, you have to call it before you roll.
Oh.
So yeah, she dodges out of the way. That was your action. She's gonna now take her action, raise the gun and shoot the pistol.
I thought dodging was her action.
No, you can dodge. Like I say, you can always have a dodge. It's diff 8 to dodge bullets though if you want to dodge. So it's your Dex plus athletics. But you get a free dodge every round. That's the way we've been doing it. That's the way we voted on doing it, the very beginning. So no successes.
I rolled 10d6 instead of
6.
6d10.
Yeah. So no successes. All right. Not a botch though. All right. So she got 1, 2. She got all successes to hit because of range, point blank range. All right, so she pops you in the body for 1, 2, 3, 4. So she pops you in the body for 4 damage. It is lethal damage though, instead of being standard bashing damage.
Yeah.
The bullet sizzles through you, and it actually is very hot. It's not like a white phos round or anything like that. It's like sizzling in you. but it passes right like. I mean, well,
Can
I
I,
don't know.
can I soak?
You soak as normal with your lethal. You soak lethal as normal, yeah. With your
It's
stamina.
not halved like normal slashing.
Right, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's not halved. She's got some sort of little special ammunition going on here.
So 2
So you,
successes.
you got 2 successes, yeah. So yeah, because one to take away on soak. So you take 2 points of lethal damage. And yeah, you notice that the bullet, when it passes through your body, like it passes through just like most bullets would, like, you know, because there's not much stopping it. That's why, you know, one of the reasons why vampires take so little damage from bullets. But it burns as it goes through. And that's her action. She pops you right in the gut with one of these things. Gina. Gina frenzies.
Oh. Okay.
It's Bruja.
Right.
Yeah, she's actually quite angry at her child right now for all of this. So she frenzies, and so she's gonna attack.
And probably kill. Oh. Hey.
I really hope not, because that's a really bad thing for a vampire.
Well.
Ooh, that's a good hit too.
Yeah. Like I said.
4 plus. Wow. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good God.
Potence. So she soaks that many. So she takes. So Gina jumps over the desk and she balls up her fist and just punches her in the face as hard as she can. And you hear bones crack inside of Cassie's face as Gina jumps over and just smashes her in the face with her just steely arm. And it looks like Cassie's like barely in it anymore. She's got the gun in her hand, but she's on the ground, barely moving, like right above end cap, if you had to guess. And it's your turn, Doctor.
Well, actually, there's no way she'd be able to kill her with a punch.
No, you'd be able to put it in a torpor.
Yeah.
But,
I'm gonna burn a willpower
Okay.
and do my freaking best to soothe her beast and just calm her down.
Gina.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that?
I have 17 experience. So
What's her willpower?
Gina's. I'll tell you. Her willpower is 9.
So 2 successes.
All right. So that would make her
That's her
difficulty
current. Wait, is that her current willpower or her? It's
Yeah.
current willpower.
No, that's her
not-
current willpower.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 2 successes.
All right. So she'll adjust that by 2. She'll make another roll.
And I'm being very specific. I was not reading her thoughts. I was pushing mine into hers.
Giggity. Yeah, she's still gonna fail because she's a Bruja. But it is Cassie's turn. Cassie will spend blood to heal. And she is gonna try to shoot her sire.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, see what's going on.
Yeah, no,
She knows-
I mean, it's the proper thing. It's just this.
She's a Bruja. She knows what a frenzy is.
Yep.
So yeah, she got her. You see her pop Gina with a gun up close, and the bullet just bounce off of Gina's skin.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It didn't look really like fortitude, honestly. It just looked like the natural like vampiric resilience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can soak lethal, so and these are just lethal rounds. So, yeah, it just looked like her natural vampiric resilience plus maybe like a light Kevlar vest under her business suit may have bounced the bullet off. It's very possible she's wearing some sort of light body armor under her business suit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Gina's turn. Uh-huh. 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 All right. So yeah, she falls in torpid. Gina reaches back and plunges her in the head again with her fist, and she falls completely torpid. Cassie does. Gina reaches back again and
I'm gonna grab her arm.
Yeah,
hits her again.
I want to grab her arm as she goes to reach back.
Okay, because she's she's totally frenzied. But she will, if you hold her back and hold her down and like soothe her and stuff, she will come out of it because the object of her aggression has now been taken care of. So she kind of comes out of it and immediately starts crying blood because of what she just did.
I'm gonna soothe her. She's not dead.
Yeah.
She will heal.
Well, all right. So she rolled a really good conscious roll, which means she is really feels terrible about this. When you fail your conscious roll, that means you feel fine with what the bad thing that you just did, and you degenerate. When you make your conscious roll, you feel terrible about what you just did, and so she's with 2 10s. She feels absolutely annihilated about what she just did. So she's crying and like, how can I do this? She didn't deserve that.
She tried to kill me.
But, she'll calm down after a bit, but she doesn't want to be there anymore. And she tells you that she please don't hurt her, and if you can convince the prince to take mercy on her, please do. But she can't deal with this anymore, and she runs out of the room crying.
You have a stake on you?
Jesus Christ!
She cries louder and runs.
Is there a desk or something I can make a makeshift stake?
Yeah.
I still have fucking 6 strength right now, so I'm going to break it and stake her.
Yeah, you like look around real quick, and you actually find a set of 3 stakes in her desk drawer.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna stake her, and then I'm going to call my ghoul and have him come down and gather up. Actually, I'll call my ghoul and how many ghouls do I have now?
I don't know. Why are you asking me that? You should really know how many ghouls you have to feed every week.
4. Okay. I'm gonna call my driver, have him bring the other two of the other ones down, pick up, and then kind of gather evidence in the office. And I'm gonna take her down to Elysium and give the prince a call on my way there.
So you're going to bring a staked person just out of the building.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but
well, I'm gonna look around and stuff. Like, is there anybody out in the building besides her?
The Humane Society is a very bustling, busy building with a lot of cameras, and it's not so bustling and busy at night, but there are several people working there at night, volunteers especially.
It probably just heard the gunshots.
Also, people that are working there as like animal doctors and things of that nature. The Humane Society is one that they take care of like stray animals and stuff like that.
Okay.
And
instead,
there are cameras. It is a public access building. Also, it's in the middle of downtown. So
instead, I'm going to have my driver grab an ambulance and throw on a paramedic's outfit and drive down here, sirens blazing, and I'm gonna push before I walk out. I want everyone to essentially think that there was, believe me when I say there was a misfire of her gun, and I'm taking her to the hospital. I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor. Saying that convinces people that you are indeed a doctor.
all right. Your ghoul says he'll call the ambulance service. It'll be faster than him trying to do all that stuff.
I still want him to come down here and
He will.
do that. Make sure it's the special ambulance service,
Okay.
because I'm sure there's one in this town.
Yep.
They happen to drag people straight to the crematorium. It's amazing.
Not that one.
So after y'all so you're doing that, you grab her, start dragging her out.
I'm gonna have the paramedics come in and get her.
Okay, so you're basically trying to security's running up to you at this point. How do you want to handle that? Because the building security is actually coming up, like trying to get into the office itself.
Yeah. Well, they obviously saw someone running out crying. I don't know if they saw the tears of blood or not, but
Hopefully not.
I'm gonna explain that we were here visiting, talking about some financial business stuff, and topic of guns came up. They were both gun enthusiasts, but there was a misfire on the gun. They didn't think there was any bullets in it. She got shot, and
one of the security guards says, "Why is there a wooden pole stuck in her?" And he kind of
no, she's behind the desk still. I'm at the door. She's behind the desk, laying down behind the desk.
Well, okay. In that case, they're gonna let us in the room. We need to check things out. Move, sir.
Telepathy. Everything's gonna be fine.
And roll.
Everything is going to be perfectly fine. I'm a doctor. I can handle this. I have the ambulances on the way already.
Okay. Yeah. They kind of look at each other and they say, "Well, all right, we'll make sure that people keep moving in an orderly fashion."
Thanks. Clear away for the ambulance. Should be here soon. As soon as they get here, let them in. Direct them directly to where we are.
Right. You see a white morgue van pull up, and a guy get out with a doctor's mat, like one of those dust, not a dust mask, but one of those operating masks on, the little paper operating masks on. And he jumps out the back and he grabs a stretcher, and him and this other guy, they both got these little doctor masks on. And they wheel the stretcher in. Look at you, kind of a nod.
Get her on get her on there. Let's go.
They're not your ghouls, by the way.
I know.
Right.
I'm going with them. And then I'm gonna tell them we need to get to Elysium right away.
Okay. So they load it up and get you start driving over to Elysium.
In a morgue van.
Yep, in a morgue van.
It has sirens on the top still, or something probably.
Morgue vans do not have sirens on the top.
You get over to Elysium.
I called the prince on the way there.
Okay. This is Eddie. Hey, what's up?
Hey, I found what's been causing the financial problems in the city. I'm bringing it to you right now.
Oh, that's great. We'll open the garage up for you. Yeah, you pull into the garage. Eddie meets you out there. Hey, what's going on?
So this is Gina's child,
Yeah, I
and
recognize Cassie.
her ghoul was the one who's been causing the problems upon her directions, but he was kind of twisting what she was telling him to do. She was telling him to cause, a ruckus, make things difficult for these companies. He just took it upon himself to go, kill people.
Where's he at?
Actually, where is he at?
Don't let him.
Leo has him, and I'm gonna give Leo. Leo, can you bring the ghoul down
Alright.
to Elysium?
No, y'all totally left him at the bunker.
Do I have the goo?
He's currently passed out in your bunker.
Oh, sure, I'll go grab his ass.
All right, Leo, yeah, bring the ghoul down to Elysium.
Sure, I'll be right there.
Thanks. I'll see you here.
Yeah, when you get there, the ghoul's not in the bunker anymore.
I wanna try to track him through the woods.
That's fine.
Or do I roll for that?
Oh, what's in survival?
Hey, I suck at rolling.
Oh, we look, Jesus.
Probably get lost in the woods.
That'd be bad. No, you're fine. You don't like botch or anything, so you just don't find him. He's-
Remember, he has -3 to his dice pools right now. Not Wheelock, but the ghoul.
Yeah, I know. He used his -3 dice pools to call a cab. It's really takes a lot of dice for that. But yeah, he just called a cab.
I'm gonna call up the doc.
Yep. You got him, Leo?
Nope.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do my thing. Where is he at?
He's at home.
I'm gonna tell Leo he's at his house, and this is the address, and
I'll
grab
go there. Grab
Alright.
his ass.
Eddie's gonna say, so she was just attacking random financial guys because of reasons.
She was going up against any financial company that had anything to do with anything she deemed was against nature.
Interesting. Well, hopefully when she wakes up, we can get to the bottom of this. I'll keep her for the prince. He's currently busy with some things. And you say Leo is bringing the ghoul?
Yeah, Leo's bringing the ghoul. Gina's pretty distraught. Cassie pulled a gun and shot me, and Gina frenzied, as Bruja are known to do at times, and beat her face in. And then I broke her out of it. I staked her, and then I brought her here.
Why do you have a bullet hole in your shirt?
She shot me.
She shot you? Like,
Yeah.
tried to kill you?
I'm assuming she was trying to kill me. She shot me, and she shot Gina.
That's,
She shot her own sire, so there's something going on that's wrong with her.
I mean...
I don't know if she thought she might
What
have
triggered her?
Knowing that we found out about what she was doing. The only thing I can think of.
Somebody's mic's open.
That's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to turn it off for a second.
Okay.
She Or Eddie says, well, I guess we'll wait until she wakes up and we'll figure it out. Can you go calm Gina down however the best you can? You seem to be way better at that than any of this.
You know me. I don't like to fight.
Indeed. I don't either.
Yeah.
You've never known Eddie to be one of those like combative types. He does get annoyed
no.
and talk shit about people.
He does sheriff stuff, and that's about it.
He does sheriff stuff.
You can definitely calm down Gina after a while, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Gina, calm her down.
yeah, she's in total disbelief about the whole thing. She thinks that Cassie's gotten wrapped up with some bad people lately. Honestly, and she also says that Cassie was never like this, would never have even advocated mischief, much less murder or anything else of that nature. But ever since she's been hanging out at Midnight Bean Coffee House, she's been completely different, just talking more radical ideas. And she doesn't even, she can't believe that she actually took action, much less this far of action. Roll intelligence for me, Brown. Just straight intelligence.
Got a 9.
You do remember that over the course of time, since you're one of the older characters in the game, you do remember that Midnight Bean is vampirically owned.
Yeah, I was actually going through my notes about that.
Yeah, it was one of the very early times in the game, but we did
Yeah,
go over
it's
that.
vampirically owned. The ghouls frequent there and use it as a meetup spot to discuss information.
Yep. So
Yeah, I'm gonna.
she said they've been
Gina, we should.
Gina did say that whenever, she was a really good girl. She had her little quirks, but ever since she's been hanging out there, she thinks she's been tied up with the wrong people, and it's just kind of
Who
escalating.
owned it?
Uh,
I remember you said who owned it. I just can't remember who.
yeah.
That was like what?
The owner is named Tony Guzman. He's a Bruja, she says. And if you want to know more about him, just either go to Midnight Bean. He's usually always there, or go to Vera. She used to be our primogen. Or Vera, sorry, Vera Underwood. She knows a lot about pretty much all of us.
Okay, Gina, we should probably head down to Elysium before the prince gets there. That way.
No, y'all are okay. Yeah, she'll
Oh,
go
yeah.
with you. Tony Guzman.
Did I get there yet?
Yeah. I was gonna tell you. Yeah, you get there, grab him. He's not hard to grab. He's almost.
Yeah, if he does anything, I'm flicking his leg.
No, you got it. He's
Okay.
not gonna mess with you too much, and he's almost incapacitated as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring him back down.
Yep.
And the prince.
Sorry, Kraz.
Yeah.
Real quick. How did he wake up? Because he should have been asleep for 10 hours.
He's a ghoul. He burned blood.
Probably still looks fucked.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
He didn't heal all the way up. He just got enough to where he could move around without
Yep.
being a total gimp. But he shows up.
I make a point to sit him on the Toussaint seat. Yeah.
The prince shows up shortly after you show up. Well, seems we have some questioning to do. He doesn't even address the ghoul at all, and just kind of grabs him by the back of his leather jacket and picks him up and starts carrying him into the back room.
Normally.
Yeah, and sets him down on a chair. He turns around and grabs Cassie's limp body and drags her by a foot into the room.
Makes
Leo smirks at that.
And he slams the door. Closed. And he peeks out after doing that. He says, "Oh, thank you for all your help, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I'll be taking it from here for this. And if I need any more help, I'll let you know."
Sure.
Just let me know, Prince.
Relot. You're sitting there and turn around and you notice out of the corner of your eye that you have someone looking at you from across the room. Actually,
Who's
several
that?
someones. Vrisa and her entourage are currently in Elysium.
Are those
Oh.
those fucking Toreador wannabes?
No, that's
she's
the
she's the Simisi.
That's Missy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
Madame
make
Vrisa.
a deep bow towards her and walk
She
towards
does
her.
a slight nod, and you see one of the ghouls come over and say that she wishes you to join her.
I will go there.
Good. She speaks for the first time and says, "I'm interested in this business partnership we have. Mr. Flavius has offered a generous extension of land to our business venture downtown at the old coffee house area. He offered us the entire area to make a very large nightclub, which I plan to design.
The old
I wish-
Maxwell coffee house?
Yes.
You nod.
Uh,
Well, I do have a few designers on my employ if you wish to make
I,
use of
I
them.
don't wish to have any help in design. I will use this large area and this large amount of money that is also being granted to show my prowess in design.
Leo nods again.
What I do need, however, is someone to run the business because I don't care at all about that. And as the prince says, you will be a permanent resident here, and I think you will benefit from this greatly in a financial way. I will need not much from you, but the reason why I have approached you and not many others is because of what's coursing through your veins.
Ah, that.
Yes, I could have really approached anyone else in the city for this deal that had any modicum of money, but you really do interest me. You are a rare specimen.
And what shall we do about this interest of yours?
Well, is it something that can be taught, your little trick of time? Or is it something that is only available through more permanent means of learning?
I believe it could be taught. It's not
It-
something
it-
I have ever
It could
taught
definitely be taught.
anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Leo's saying. I believe it could be taught. I have never tried, but it would come at a very steep price.
Well, I've already sweetened the pot with this nightclub venture that you won't have much to do with other than gaining extreme financial benefit from. But I understand that's not exactly something wet enough to really get your thirst sated. So, shall we move on to something a little more interesting? How about she makes her flesh ripple a little bit? She says, "Are you interested in acquiring some more specialized talents?"
I'm gonna teach you vicissitude.
Yes, I realize that not currently, no.
This is just one of my talents that I could trade. Is there something you're specifically
Oh.
interested in?
I am not actually looking for talents specifically.
What are you looking for, my boy?
thickness of
elixirs.
blood, and he will lick his lips a little bit.
Well, that is very easy to remedy. Well, for me anyway.
You smile at that.
How far away from Kane are you?
8 steps.
8 steps. They go that thin.
They actually go much thinner. And he will open up a pretty big smile for Atrubuhar.
Distasteful. Well, fair enough. I can make an arrangement for you very easily to thicken your blood. However, I want to know that we have a deal that I will be able to learn your knowledge
Yes.
of what they call temporis.
2 steps for the knowledge.
Well, I can give you what I can give you. I can't promise anything more.
As can I.
She says, "All right, then you teach me first, and then we will figure the rest out." I know how to do it. It's very easy, actually. I just pick some random pawn, make him into what shouldn't be made, and then let you eat him. Not too hard.
Sounds easy enough.
Yes, my payment is very easy. However, me learning what you have to teach is going to be difficult and arduous, but if you would agree to it, we'll get started as soon as you want.
Tonight.
Very good. She'll spend the rest of she tells the ghouls to arrange an area, and she will spend the rest of the evening learning temporis from you as much as she can.
Yeah, I'll teach her as best as I can.
She'll, yep.
Do I believe her?
Do you believe her? Yeah, she doesn't seem like the
Yes.
person that, she does not at all seem like someone who bullshits, lies, or has any reason whatsoever to fake any of this. She wants
Okay.
what she wants, and she doesn't mind paying the price that you asked.
That's great.
She even says that at some point in your conversation, she'll have the prince okay it.
Okay, that sounds great.
Cat,
Yes.
back to you.
Okay. I made the roll earlier, way earlier. I got 4 successes on it, so really it's a success or fail or botch.
All right.
Wits plus
Remind me what that roll
alertness.
was for.
Wits plus alertness difficulty 7. On a success, you intuitively know how the body died. On a failure, you suffer an illusion. On a botch, you mirror the wound and it hurts yourself in the same manner, causing lethal damage equal to the final blow.
Woo.
Yeah,
That
so
is
if you botch it, you pretty much get topored. Yeah.
All right. There was. Does it? So it doesn't like tell you. It just tells you how, like
On a success, you intuitively know how the body died.
how the body died. Okay.
So what killed it?
Bite to the neck killed it.
And
Like a vampiric combat bite.
combat bite. Okay. Well, apparently he got into a fight with another vamp and was killed by a bite.
Can you tell which vamp?
Unfortunately, it's more of an intuitive sort of thing, and really I get a glimpse of what did it, not who.
That's why we would need the aspects, I believe.
I didn't say it was the same thing, it just gives us some sort of idea. We know it's a vamp now.
Indeed. I do. And these pills, are these the drugs that everyone talks about that let you see?
Oh, yeah, this vamped stuff. don't really appreciate this shit being on the on the street, as you can probably figure out.
Yes. You get a. He actually looks up when a second, like over your shoulder, and then you feel one of those ripples go across the shroud again. Yes, there's someone trying to contact you on the other side.
You can see all that?
I have.
Right. I forget that you. No.
I unfortunately have a problem as well. I can see the other side most of the time.
Oh. Requires a little bit of effort on my part, but
Yes, unfortunately, it requires a lot of effort for me to focus on one or the other.
Huh. I will.
One of my eyes sees one side, the other eye sees the other side.
Does he actually have
But
two
it's,
different? Wait, I heard about that.
He says, I was afflicted by a Cappadocian many years ago.
Oh, so I've heard tell of a ritual that allows you to do what you're talking about. Whom this?
It may have been the one they afflicted me with, I'm not sure. But it is quite permanent and
Yes.
quite annoying.
What is it?
But it says, yeah, there's someone on the other side trying to contact you.
Yes. Tio or Dumo Moto. You
Yeah.
take a dead eye and put it in your place of your own, and you can see the road.
Yeah, no, he doesn't seem to have a dead eye or any different color eyes or anything.
Oh, interesting.
He describes it as a curse more than
Right.
anything else.
So I will.
Which with your level of cult, you have heard of like old Cappadocian curses where they're cursed to see the dead wherever they walk and stuff like that. You know,
Oh,
like,
interesting.
But you know, it's very kitschy. You think about it, like the old like medieval curses that you hear, like you are now cursed to see the dead as
Right.
long as you walk the earth. You know, like that was a legit thing that Cappadocians can do.
Oh, okay.
So,
Also, hi, Slimer.
so yeah, the ghost behind you, he's tells you that another one of you has died in the downtown area.
So, yeah, another vamp just died, Victor.
Let's go. He grabs you by the arm.
Okay.
You okay
Oh
with
God.
us?
Lead on.
All right. The ghoul or the I'll follow him, and the ghost pops over, and Victor jumps up, and you start flying pretty fast through the air. And you land, and there's another pile of ash with a little thing of clothes around it. And Victor immediately starts stalking the area and sniffing the air. The ghost says that they moved away very fast.
I'm
Person that killed
not
him,
really surprised.
dressed in all white.
Why?
That's all we saw of them. Like a white dress.
Interesting.
Definitely female, blonde.
Blonde, yeah. I think I know who this.
But moving very, very fast.
Well, the one going after the no work people looked the same and did the same thing.
We haven't seen her, or I haven't seen her.
Victor, is your spirits telling me that from what little they saw of the person
I heard it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
It's fine. He doesn't. He wasn't looking at you, so it didn't look. It's
Right.
fine to tell him because he wasn't. It didn't look like he was paying attention to the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just like, I heard it, because he's actively stalking, like trying to catch a scent or a trail or something.
Right. Okay.
He's turned full on like bloodhound dog looking. He's on all fours.
Oh, okay.
kind of padding around. You can. The weird thing is, you can barely see him up against the stone wall that he's walking next to. He just kind of shimmers next to it. You can see the outline of him, kind of like Predator.
Oh,
But yeah, he kind of blends in with the stone behind him very easily.
interesting.
Almost
Weird.
when he stops, he very, very, very easily blends into the background. But when he moves, you can kind of see him a little bit.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, he's moving along, and he just comes back and he says, "I can't get a trail."
Well, I do happen to know.
There is a heavy scent of perfume in the air.
Yeah.
Lavender.
Perfect.
I know that smell.
Huh. Well, I do know the person that this is supposed to be, but I have a feeling that it's not actually her, but we could go take. I'm sure you could get some more information out of her than the lady in charge of the crematorium, I think, one of the cative types.
Sure, we can go over there. No problem. Do you know where?
Uh, yeah.
Did you go there with him?
No, remember it was just
Nope.
Wheelock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Leslie.
He says,
No, I just know they own some sort of crematorium for the city. Help with crematorium type things.
he gets on his phone and says, "Eddie, this crematorium they own. Do you know where it's at?" And he says, "Hold on." You hear him rustling through some papers. And gives an address, and he's okay. Are we gonna take a cab, or are you good with the way we came?
Not my favorite, but I don't expect a cab to really pick you up. He's gonna chuckle slightly.
Says I just look like a very large man when cabbies pick me up.
Well, your way is faster and quieter.
He
Fine.
grabs you. He says you're actually safer this way too.
Yes.
Grabs you up and flies over that way. Lands and you get to in front of this very well-to-do looking funeral home, and he goes in and says, "Who are we looking for?"
From what I understand, it's the Marilyn Monroe looking lady that owns the place.
Do you have her name?
Oh, fucking shit. Why can I never remember this one? Gloria?
Gladys.
Gladys, god damn it. Gladys.
Page. So he goes up to the front and says, "Is Gladys Page in?" And he looks like a normal guy now.
Oh.
And yeah, you kind of turn around and he just looked like a regular guy now in like a sweater vest.
Well, being as I have a fuse skate, I'm sort of used to that sort of thing, but that's still weird that a gargoyle would have that ability. It almost confused the fuck out of me.
You know, he's got his way.
Yeah.
And he says, "Yeah, it's Gladys in," and the front desk is, "Oh no, she stepped out for a bit. She says she'll be back later on this evening. Is there a message I can leave for you, or is there anything?" He says, whenever she gets back, can you tell her that Victor called for regarding Flavius? Thank you." And he writes that down on a little piece of paper and slides it across the little desk and hands it to him. He says, "Well, I suppose she's out. Do we? I think I'll give it once around to make sure they're telling me the truth. But if she is out, I suppose we'll wait."
Well, yeah, probably best to wait, and that doesn't look good for her if he's out doing this murder and not here. Definitely her. I mean, the only way we could probably catch her is if we found the next victim, but I don't exactly know much about drug dealers especially selling this newfangled drug that they're peddling.
I didn't know these vampires were even selling this sort of thing. I thought it was a purely immortal deal, except for the creation. Is what I've been briefed on.
I'm sorry, Victor. I don't even know. This is so far out of my realm of knowledge.
Indeed, I understand. However, things fall in our lap, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to do what I can to help the city. 'Cause
So he's while y'all are talking, he's walking around the property.
like
And,
the outside.
Yeah, like
Okay.
just he's kind of like just casing the joint to
Mhm.
see. He's looking in windows and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, shh, get down!" And he kind of pushes you down, and you see him obfuscate.
Well,
like, behind the
I'll
shadows.
fucking yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll hide in.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, cool, you know how to do that. Good."
Yeah, it is part of my specialty. Yes.
Yeah, you see a hearse pulling up, and she steps out of it. She's got a little doctor's bag with her,
Hmm.
but she is wearing a white dress with her very obvious blonde hair.
Mhm.
And she's quickly walking into the back of the place.
Well, that's about as bloody glove as I could figure.
What does that mean?
I mean, uh, you know, blood glove catching him in it. It looks like it's her.
Indeed. Let's go look and see what she's doing. Kind of start sneaking off toward the window there.
I shall also sneak.
You get up to the window, and she's she's taking off her. Well, first of all, she's taking off her dress, which has several indications of altercations on it.
Oh, tears and scratches.
Yeah, tear scratches, little dabs of dots of blood, things of that nature. And she's taking that off and throwing it into an incinerator, and also like putting in one that looks just like it on there. Yeah, those terribly undead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she does have a gray pallidness to her skin. But yeah, she takes that off and throws it into an incinerator, puts one on that looks just like it, that she has a wardrobe full of. Starts cleaning up some tools, it looks like.
I'm gonna
Starts sterilizing stuff, starts throwing other things into the incinerator as well.
sort of edge back down and like, well, this
Yeah, that
is Sheriff.
does seem
This is all
pretty,
yours.
That does seem pretty damning, doesn't it?
I don't think we could get more head on the nail than this.
All right. Well, back me up if I need it. Just make sure no one catches me by surprise.
I shall do my best.
He opens the door to the back of the thing, and she this is a employees only area. You need to get out of here. And he drops off his gate and is like a 8-foot tall gargoyle again.
Gargoyle just poof.
Yeah. And you need to come with me and answer some questions to the prince. I am the sheriff of the city. My name is Victor. Please do not resist. I do not wish to enact final destruction on you. And she's, what? What is this about? I've done nothing wrong. I've just been out doing my business all night. He says, well, I guess you can tell that to the prince. All I know is that I need to take you there.
I just hit perception plus. Make sure. Oh,
What'd you get?
2 successes.
Okay. Actually, yeah, there are two other people coming up to the door at this point.
Back door.
They're circling around the building.
Victor, we may have company.
Are your dogs gonna bite? They have been directed to ensure my safety no matter what. He says, call them off or I will kill them too. I really, really do not want to do this. But I have no problem and no lack of power to do so. She says, she says, Ernest, Sean, calm down. It's okay. I'm going to go with the man and answer some questions to the prince. After I do, they'll understand that there's nothing wrong. And Victor says, that's all I'm asking. Isn't that right? He kind of looks at you for confirmation.
Oh, question. Answers is all we're looking for right now. Yeah.
Very good. We need to know a little bit about this drug that we see peddling on the street, and that terrible stuff. It's absolutely appalling. I despise it wholeheartedly. She actually gets in the car, or she actually gets into a car and offers y'all a seat, and she says, "I'll be happy to drive us there, since you seem to have forgotten any transportation."
He will chuckle hollowly at that.
She gets into the driver's seat of a hearse and she says, "Believe me, big boy, it'll hold you." And he climbs into the back, and the hearse barely, it's made for holding heavy shit in the back. So
Right, big coffin.
It barely moves down.
Oh.
She drives herself with you and him to Elysium.
Okay then. Yeah.
They get to Elysium, and unfortunately, the prince is, he's busy with other things that happened. So,
Christ.
Yeah, he's got a busy, shitty night as well. Honestly, I am having a bit of discomfort this evening, so I don't mind calling it about 30 minutes early.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, no.
I'm still a little messed up from my thing I had.
Yeah. No, I understand.
A slight discomfort, but I will go ahead and give everybody 10 XP.
Hey.
It's going to take a little while for you to teach her the discipline of Tempora, since it is not an intuitive discipline whatsoever.
Can I get to teach her up to a certain level, or do I have to teach everything?
She wants to know everything you have to offer.
Yeah, I'm down to teach her up to 5, but I'm not down to teach her up above.
Okay. Yeah, she's fine with that.
6. Okay.
She's completely fine with that. She doesn't even think you know that high, honestly. So if you stopped at like 3 or 4, she'd probably understand it. But
if that's the case, I'll probably stop at 4.
But she'll do that. Victor, Kat, in case you're wanting to know, he has access to almost anything necromantic you want to know as far as knowledge between him and Mila, so you can buy stuff through his library.
Yeah, I meant to mention last week that whenever I have downtime, which isn't really ever anymore, I wanted to study Baleful Hall to try to learn that at level 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
I spent 18 XP to go back up to, 20 or 10 humanity.
Brown, you actually get a dream. While you're working, you kind of daydream that night before the night ends. Like I said, I'm gonna call a little early, but I wanted to tell you this before the next session. You get a little daydream, and in that dream, you see that Fae lady again, and you feel like you feel free to talk or do whatever, but you're sitting on a rolling hill in the sun again. in this dream, and she says, we do know that you can come visit us. However, I know you need to sacrifice time in your place. There is one that can help you with this that you may know, or that you do know. Seek his help. He can change the way things work in that manner.
Who is that person?
Fucking Wheelock.
Oh,
She
okay.
says,
Wonder who has power over time and shit.
I don't think Brown knows that though.
Yeah, we looked.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah, I do. Remember, you came to me trying to get Valyrian.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, well there you go. But yeah, she kind of gives you the idea that it's him, and she says that if you can figure out a way between the two of you to somehow make a ritual of some sort, maybe you can figure it out that way. But she's willing to help as much as she can in these dreams, and she kind of gives you an idea of like an Auspex Temporis cross discipline that would maybe help open a gateway that's affected by time slightly differently.
Hey,
That
Wheelock.
sounds pretty cool.
6 for
What's
6.
up?
6 for 6.
6 for 6.
Well, cross disciplines.
It's not necessarily that you need to know Temporis. It's just a matter of fact that he can help you develop it.
Oh,
I would
okay. Yeah.
definitely.
Remember
I
what
would
you were
definitely
doing with
trade.
George?
Like, you don't need to.
Definitely trade.
No, so I'm pretty much like he'll teach me to use Auspex in a way that I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. It'll be like an Auspex ritual essentially.
How much
I'm
XP does that
I'm
cost?
down to help with the ritual, and I'm also down to trade.
Rituals
Well, the
don't cost experience; they cost
Yeah,
time.
rituals don't cost experience.
Oh,
It's just
alright.
time. Yeah, it's just time. Um,
I'll talk
yeah,
to
she-
Wheelock afterwards about this.
yeah, she starts giving you also the idea that there is a Malkavian that can teach you how to get back to her. But not in your city. He's actually not anywhere near. He's not available to be talked to by your kind and where you're at. But if you can maybe get a hold of another Malkavian that can talk to him, because they can all talk to each other, she says.
The Malkavian's Malkav, isn't it?
No, she says no. But she says there is a Malkavian that knows how to easily traverse here, and she's never seen you before, but she's seen him and a few others come in the past, mostly Malkavians. But she does tell you something really weird and secretive, that all Malkavians can talk to each other.
Yeah.
And so she says,
OOC, I knew that completely, but in character, I'm like, what?
yeah, she says all Malkavians can talk to each other through your power of sight, and they have a special way. One of them has a special way of getting to me. So if you can somehow find a way to talk to him, and she also says that he's not on your plane of existence. So
Okay, so the only way to talk to him would be through a Malkavian, which I happen to know a few.
but yeah, he might be able to teach you how to get back to where she is, but you're going to need to know how to get back and some sort of time dilation as well. So
I'm gonna.
you can go ahead and Wheelock.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like
10
"Thank you,
XP.
my lady." And I look forward to seeing you again, whether in my dreams or in your realm.
Then you wake up very comfortably after that. But or you just kind of snap back to what you were doing, knowing that you dreamed and remembering it. Like, oh, that's weird. I just had a dream.
Yeah, so I know it's not a dream because I've been there, and it's just
Yeah.
like, okay.
All right, Kat. That's about it. That's all I have for tonight. So
Cool.
y'all have a good night.
Get
Thank
better.
you. Yeah, thanks.
See you guys
Night,
next week.
dudes.
Night, guys. Wheelock messaged me later in the week about.
Alright. And that is going to do it for me. I think I'm just going to start ending it at the end of Vamp on Tuesdays. Switch it over to something for a couple hours, really. Worth it, I don't think. So, yep. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow doing more Ely. See you guys in.